This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And now everything's on sale during our Memorial Day event. Save up to $1,200 on mattresses for a limited time. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life sleep.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples, all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sacktown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Sacramento! Now you've got a place for all things dance.
The all-new Energy 100.5 HD2.
Where dance music lives. Dance vibes anytime and any place when you get the free Now 100.5 app.
Or listen at 100.5 HD2.
KHDK HD1 Sacramento. KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140. It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson. Online at SacktownSports.com or on the app. Kings, Niners, and Sacramento. The Matt and Kayla Show starts now.
The final show before the day of all days. Oh, yeah, it's Mother's Day, too. Sorry, moms.
Yeah, this is overshadowing.
That's, your day's been taken over by the NBA a little bit. Just for half an hour at noon, I promise.
Yeah, no biggie. Let's get it over with.
NBA Draft Lottery Day is nearly here. Sunday, noon. The ping pong balls will decide the fate of the Sacramento Kings. And like I told you yesterday, Kayla, every day, the nerves just build a little bit more. And
You're not sleeping?
Oh, I'm sleeping great. It's when I wake up. I wake up and stare at the ceiling and just think about what could go great
Oh, jeez.
or what could go wrong. I'm ready for it, though.
I stare at the ceiling and I imagine how disastrous this Sunday is going to be.
Watch the little swirling ping pong balls above my head. Try and look for the number one.
This would be a good emo song. Every night I stare at the ceiling,
Exactly.
dreaming of the ping pong balls.
Surprised there hasn't a song been made about it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Matt should do it.
No, I think that ship has sailed.
Okay.
Years ago when I did a podcast, I did a draft lottery song. I don't know if I could find it still.
The parody songs belong to the afternoon show. That's where they get. That's their shtick. They get it now.
Oh, yeah.
Not us. That's not our thing.
It's not our thing.
We just talk about sports. I spiral about draft lottery odds. Kayla calls me an idiot, and we move forward. And
That's right.
That's what we're here to do on a Friday. Welcome in to another Friday edition of the Matt Kayla Show. I'm Matt George. That's Kayla Anderson, Kyle Ledbetter on the other side of the glass, and we got lots to get to heading into a very busy weekend. From the Lakers, of all teams, being upset with officiating, to the Pistons taking a 2-0 series lead, while James Harden has just been stinky, to say the absolute least. Coming up at 11 o'clock, Darren Peterson shared what really happened with his cramping, or at least his side to the story. And I'm really curious to hear Kayla's thoughts on this, and if it changes anybody's mind at all out there about Darren Peterson being a potential top pick for the Sacramento Kings. Also, Yahoo Sports might have deleted it on Twitter, but not after a lot of people saw the clip from the Kevin O'Connor show, where he and Tom Haberstroh talked about AJ Debansa could refuse to play for the Kings if he was taken number 1 overall in Sacramento. He might Eli Manning the Kings. Seems like just a bunch of low-hanging fruit to me. We'll talk about that on today's show at 11:30. We'll hear from Niners players and coaches ahead of the start of rookie mini camp, seeing the videos of the rookies out there getting to work. And, of course, we've been seeing Raiders mini camp videos already of what it looks like. That Fernando Mendoza out there tossing footballs around. Very excited as a Raider fan, but we'll focus on the Niners and their mini camp today. At noon, we'll talk about if the Kings don't win the draft lottery, who do we want to win? I reached out to some friends around the league who cover the teams around the Kings in the lottery to find out maybe what they're considering for their big boards, their draft boards. And if there's a prospect that we really like for the Kings, maybe they'll still be there if this team picks ahead of them. So we'll dive into that at noon during the lunch break. At 12:30, the debut of the game I like to call Loose Lyrics. Kayla Anderson, we discovered last week, she loves karaoke, she loves to sing, but Kayla, you might not know all the words to every song, right? So we're going to have a little, well, we'll see. We'll have a game that I'm debuting where I compiled some real song lyrics and also made up some song lyrics of my own, and we'll see if Kayla can find and point out which ones are real and which ones aren't. Speaking of Kayla, her 2-minute drill is going to be a good one because Jawan Jennings has finally found a home. And finally, at 1 o'clock, we'll go through the final numbers and thoughts going into Sunday's NBA Draft Lottery Day. Kayla, as we expected, Thunder up 2-0 after their first 2 games. The series now heading back to Los Angeles. And the Lakers had a grumpy flight home because they're not happy with the officiating. What did you make of that becoming the story of a night where Oklahoma City once again was dominant?
This is the problem that we talked about yesterday. Of all the other crap you don't need to talk about,
drama,
especially during the playoffs, I don't give a rat's you-know-what about why this guy's not getting fouls, why this guy's getting calls. I don't care. I want to talk about the basketball, but I see that this is obviously a series that stinks.
Yeah.
And the Lakers don't have a chance in hell. So where does it go?
We're going to complain.
It goes to complaining to the refs and huddling up, having a discussion, and then complaining about how LeBron doesn't get calls. And then that goes into a whole situation about, well, has he ever really gotten calls? And that's what we focus on. And that is what drives me nuts about these types of series, because you can't do anything about it, right? I mean, OKC is OKC, and they are dominating. But to make it into a foul thing again, it's just like, this is where we're at. Are we in the regular season again?
We can't beat the Thunder. We can't beat the Thunder. We can't beat Shea, so we're just going to complain about fouls all the time.
So JJ Redick, then lights the whole thing up in the post conference session as well.
We'll hear from JJ Redick here in just a second. In terms of total numbers, now total numbers in box score don't tell the entire story, of course. The Thunder shot 26 free throws last night. The Lakers shot 21. Yeah. So 5 more. It's not a massive number, but the Thunder did shoot more. After the game, a whole sea of Lakers, especially Austin Reeves and LeBron James, stayed after to have a conversation with the officials. And I put out on social media, and no surprise, it pissed off Lakers Twitter because it's not hard to do at all. It very much gives off, do you know who my dad is energy. That's what it gives off. Because there's a reason for this, Kayla. Mm-hmm. Because the Los Angeles Lakers historically get the whistle above anybody else. So now that they're not getting it, now they're facing a team that seems to get the whistle a lot more. And look, I'm not going to pretend that OKC doesn't get a favorable whistle. I actually agree with some of the things we're going to hear JJ Redick talk about when he talks about the physicality of which the Thunder defend. The Thunder foul a lot. That's just who they're known for, so they don't get called for it as much. Is that fair? Not necessarily. You best believe if the Thunder were playing the Kings in a series right now and this were happening, I'd be frustrated about it. But there's a video that came out during the Lakers-Rockets series. I'm sure you saw this video.
I did.
Alperen Şengün is complaining about a soft foul call against him on LeBron James. Mm-hmm. And LeBron at the free throw line, and the camera catches it, the audio catches it, him turning and goes, anybody can complain about foul calls, not you.
Exactly.
Look in the freaking mirror, Lakers. Anyone can complain about free throw discrepancies and foul call discrepancies in this league, not you. Based off of these numbers.
That's what makes it funny.
The Lakers have led the league in free throw differential for 4 of the last 5 seasons, Kayla, including through changes in coaching staff and player personnel. Doesn't matter who plays for the Lakers or who coaches the Lakers, they always get foul calls. These numbers are insane. This season, they were number 1 in the league in foul differential, plus 457. That means they got 457 more foul calls in their favor than their opponents. The next closest was the Spurs at 311. So over almost 150 difference between the Lakers at number 1, the Spurs at number 2. Over the last 5 seasons, the Lakers are plus 1,635. The next closest, the Heat at 697. Almost 1,000 free throw or foul discrepancy differential between the Lakers and the next highest team.
But that's the problem here.
And y'all are complaining?
That's the problem. Read the room. Read the room, and you're in the room, and you're in the center of the room. And the target is on you. Like, you are the problem. But yet you're creating a problem right now in the playoffs because you're just not that good compared to OKC, and you've got to bring it somewhere. Mm-hmm. Like, this to me is very calculated. I'm not saying that every single thing was fair, but I'm saying, like you just said, look in the mirror, check yourself for a second before you make this whole dramatized thing, which has been the center of debate on every morning talk show in terms of sports this morning.
It's been an epidemic of complaining in the playoffs, and Luka Doncic isn't even playing.
No.
From Dylan Brooks complaining in round 1 to Jaylen Brown complaining, and now you've got the entire Lakers team complaining, including JJ Redick. Here's Lakers head coach JJ Redick talking about OKC fouling after every play.
Yeah, I mean, I sarcastically said the other day they were the most disruptive team without fouling. I mean, they have a few guys that foul on every possession, and all the good defenses do. SGA gets like a touch foul, I guess, on a drive. There was a stretch where 4 straight possessions, our guys got absolutely clobbered trying to make an entry pass to Jackson, and Jalen Williams is grabbing his jersey with both arms. That's a turn. They're hard enough to play. They're hard enough to play. You've got to be able to just call it if they foul, and they do foul.
So, Kayla, your thoughts on Coach J.J. Redick's breakdown there?
Like, I always understand a coach has to stick up for their team.
Of course.
And I understand that part of it, but it just seems like, in a way, it's like, again, they know how good of a team they are, and they know that they right now just, like, can't compete to that level. So it's like, what's the next thing that we can try to talk about that gives us a bit of an excuse? And that's what it came across to me as, is like, oh, here's some time that we can get on and put our word out there that, like, oh, this isn't really fair. And that's what it came to me as.
See, two things can be true. I agree that the Thunder play very physically and don't get whistled for everything, because it's a common theory in sports from coaches. They can't blow the whistle for all of them.
Yeah.
They can't call all of them. So that is clearly a philosophy that the Thunder live by. But the difference to me with the Thunder is because that entire team is so bought into how they play, it does not let up. That's the difference. Teams play a lot more physical basketball in the playoffs. It's known. That's why we talk about playoffs is a different beast. Playoff experience this, because physicality picks up in the playoffs. But some teams will do it for 30 minutes or 35 minutes or 40, but they'll have those lulls where teams go on runs. The Thunder beat you up for 48 minutes because they're so freaking deep that's just who they are. And teams don't know how to get past it, so they complain about it.
That's part of being a smart team and being a good team, is it's not just like what you do athletically. There's a mindset to how you're doing it. And I think in a way it just shows, like, not the extremities of, like, how far they are apart in terms of organizations right now, but without your guy Luka, and you are still looking to LeBron to hold a lot of that team together right now, but he's 41 years old. It is far apart right now in terms of what these two teams are. And so I guess for them, that's the next thing that they make themselves feel better about. I mean, he admitted that they're that good of a team. So why are you even then complaining about this? Because they are just a better team.
Luka Doncic, by the way, who is not playing, Luka Doncic led the league in free throw attempts.
Yes,
he got to the line
about it all the time.
more than anybody else. There was a game earlier this season, Kayla. It's just funny how the table turns. There's a game earlier this season where the Kings lost to the Lakers. And I'm pretty sure it was here in Sacramento. And the free throw discrepancy was absurd.
Oh, I remember that game.
The Lakers shot
nuts.
like 30 more free throws than the Kings or something like that.
It was nuts.
And we talked about it. And we put it out on social media. And what was the response from good old Lakers Twitter? Cry more! Cry more!
Yeah.
And now that they're on the wrong side of it, they're not just the ones crying. Their entire team is at center court crying, and Austin Reeves is calling...
having a powwow with the ref.
Austin Reeves is calling the ref a P word and stuff like that. Like, hey, just how the turntables, man. Your old-ass Lakers team that's broken down is getting beat up. And now we're supposed to apparently feel sorry for LeBron James because LeBron doesn't get a good whistle? Here's J.J. Redick talking about that.
LeBron has the worst whistle of any star player I've ever seen. I mean, I've been with him 2 years now. Again, the smaller guys, because they can be theatric, they typically draw more fouls, and the bigger players that are, built like LeBron, it's hard for them. But he gets clobbered, and he got clobbered again tonight a bunch. But that's not like a new thing. That's not specific to this crew or this series. He gets fouled a lot. That doesn't happen. I mean, guy gets hit on the head more than any player I've seen on drives, and it rarely gets called.
Okay.
So just some numbers, and then Kayla, feel free to let it go. Just some numbers for you.
Let it go.
LeBron James is 12th in the NBA so far in these playoffs in free throw attempts. He averages 6.7 a game. That is more than the following stars, who LeBron apparently has a worse whistle than: Jaylen Brown, Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Maxey, Victor Wembanyama, and Anthony Edwards. And I'd say 5 of those 7 live near the rim.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson, make careers out of attacking the basket
and by the way,
getting...
Jalen's not a big boy.
And no, Jalen is a 6'2", 6'3" guard. So LeBron gets the worst whistle in the league, apparently, but he gets a better whistle than all these guys. And so is the Laker argument, well, he attacks the rim more than all these guys? No, he does not. He attacks the rim more than some of them. He attacks the rim more than probably Karl Anthony Towns does. But so that's that. And also, Kayla, 3 different Lakers players. LeBron, Marcus Smart, almost said Keith Smart, former Kings coach, Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard have shot more free throws on average in the playoffs than any Thunder player not named SGA, who shoots 4 free throws on average more than LeBron a game. So SGA is higher than everybody. But you have to go through 3 different Lakers and a bunch of other players before you get to another OKC Thunder player that gets to the line that much.
I said it yesterday, and I was saying it in terms of how LeBron is taking this series mentally, going into it, being the competitor he is, knowing that they're pretty much toast. Like burnt toast, which I do on a regular basis, by the way.
You burn toast?
Unfortunately.
Do you like it like dark?
No, it pops out too early, and then I push it back down, and then I forget, and then then it pops up.
Can't you just adjust it to a lighter toast?
Yeah, but
I got a new toaster, Kyle.
A lot of toasters have it like by light, like it doesn't show like time, it just shows like light. It's misleading.
That's
I'm on your side.
my new toaster.
No, I'm with
it
you.
has like a light. It's a cool toaster, but I need to learn how to use it.
No.
I think the fact that I was talking about that yesterday, how does LeBron even think about this series, right? Because he's such a competitor, but he knows, they're probably they're not going to win it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think about JJ Redick as a coach, right? And is fairly newer in LA as a head coach. How is he thinking about it? And I go about thinking that him right now, after losing another game the way they did, he's kind of going into it now, guys, okay, what can I at least do to show my team I'm on their side and I'm going to protect them and I'm going to speak up for them? Mm-hmm. And I honestly think this is what it is. He's just going to go out there. He's going to fight for his players because he knows they were frustrated about the fouls. And this is his, public, hey, this is how I'm going to hold the team together, even though it's pretty much done. Mm. That's kind of what I'm getting out of it. Because what else is there to do to try to save your team to keep them back in it?
LeBron individually has been good.
Sure, he has, but he can't.
He can't carry this team.
He can't be the whole thing.
And he can't carry him past OKC. He had 23 last night, 9 of 18 from the field, 6 assists, 3 steals. I mean, LeBron's been...
No, he's
been good in both of these games.
He's been good for the last couple months, 3 months of the season.
But he can't do it by himself.
No.
And even if the Lakers were fully healthy and with Luka Doncic's whistle, I don't think they'd win more than a game against the Thunder. That's just how good the Thunder are.
Right.
And the Thunder are the new school. They're the new generation. Young guys who play hard together, who are deep, who play physical. They set the tone no matter when and who they're playing. And a team like the Lakers has struggled against that all season long. Not just the Thunder. Other teams that establish physicality, the Lakers have struggled with this season. As soon as they saw their playoff bracket and saw that, we're playing the Rockets in the first round, even if we do get past them, we're cooked because it's a nightmare of a matchup. The Lakers need Austin Reeves, especially with Luka out, to be just the generational superstar that he's not to have a chance. Kayla, Austin scored 31 points last night on 10 of 16 shooting. That is super efficient. He was also a team high minus 20. He scored 31 points and his team got out-rebounded by 20 when he was on the floor. Plus minus is not always an accurate individual stat in terms of, I'm not blaming Austin Reeves for it. The point is, even when Austin Reeves is playing great, the Lakers are getting demolished.
That's the point of that. That's exactly.
What can they do? They can't do anything.
They can't. And that's why I think this is kind of for Redick, JJ Redick, it's just hey, I got to at least go out there and fight for my guys now because there's not much else I can do. So at least I'm going to make them try to keep believing in themselves by sticking up for them. I mean, it's still going to – I think they're going to get swept.
Yes, they're going to.
But, what can you do as a coach? I kind of understand it. But it's just okay, the foul – everything being about the fouls is just hold off because it does make you look silly.
Yeah.
Because you know what your team usually gets.
We're going to get blown out in probably all 4 of these games. I need to come up with an excuse for why it's happening, and it's obviously the officials.
Yep. It's the easiest. It's always the easiest out.
And again, I'm not saying JJ Redick doesn't have a point because I'm watching the game. I see these guys getting clobbered. I also see the Lakers clobbering guys on the other end of the floor too, and it's not always being called.
Right.
OKC, we do this when we argue against juggernauts, when we argue against teams that we know are tough to beat. So we find something we don't like about it, and we latch onto it. We've done this for teams. We've done this for players. We find something, SGA, he flops. Yeah, as if LeBron hasn't had a career of flopping and pretending he was blinded when he played the Warriors. Remember that? When the Lakers played the Warriors in the play-in game and LeBron got scratched in the eyes like, I saw 3 baskets when I was shooting. Okay, Bron.
We've had plenty of those conversations.
We're doing all this. Yeah. Like all these theatrics. We do this all the time. Yeah. No one knows how to stop the Thunder. Maybe the Spurs do. Maybe the Knicks do. We'll see. No one knows how to stop the Thunder, so all we can do is complain about them and find something. And now it's the NBA is helping the darlings of Oklahoma City.
And that's the funniest part about it. It's like if we were having this conversation and you knew like just the slightest about basketball, but you hadn't watched the actual playoffs, you'd think we're talking about how the Oklahoma City Thunder are complaining about the Lakers and all this stuff. We're talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder. Like, this is just some team that has come up, done things the right way, and now they're kind of dominating, and people are getting annoyed with it.
It's a conspiracy theory, Kayla. The league, Adam Silver would much rather have Oklahoma City's market and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the NBA Finals or into the next round of the playoffs more than LeBron James, the Lakers, which is the biggest brand in basketball. Oh, and Luka Doncic could come back.
Yeah.
That's what the league prefers.
Oh, yeah. Of course they do.
Give me a break, man. It's just all sour grapes. And again, of course, we poke fun at it here in Sacramento because we don't like the Lakers over here. But I go back to earlier this season, Lakers demolished the Kings or beat the Kings in a game where the foul discrepancy was insane, and we pointed it out. And all the Laker commentary out there was, you're a baby. Oh, cry more. And here you are, crying after a game. Your entire team is crying after a game.
The tables have turned on days of our lives.
Well, at least the Lakers are in the playoffs. What are the Kings doing? Hopefully winning a draft lottery, bud. Hopefully winning that. We'll take the break. When we come back, the Detroit Pistons are 2-0. James Harden is terrible. And Pistons players are crediting the Magic for helping them get their swagger back. We'll explain when we return. It's Matt Kayla on Sacktown Sports.
Listen up, Niner gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Did you try my Colombian tamales? They're delicious.
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt. Can you pass me a straw?
You mean a pitillo.
Tamales deserve Pepsi.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
How about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
Truck Madness storms into the Stockton Dirt Track with the most affordable family fun on May 9th. Tickets start at $15. Admission includes a bid party. Meet the drivers, touch the trucks, feel the power. And don't miss $10 monster truck rides that put you in the action. Save money now at StocktonDirtTrack.com.
Country in the Park is back this weekend at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert, John Party, Chris Young, Turnpike Troubadours, Dylan Scott, and more. Line dancing live DJs, Mechanical Bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park this weekend, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with Carl's Jr., RVs of Sacramento, and Atkins Family Vineyards. More info at CITBfest.com.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Trust EB Stone, where 100 years of expertise means your garden thrives naturally. Try cactus and succulent soil mix and Sure Start or all-purpose fertilizers. Visit ebstone.org for a location near you. EB Stone, for the life of your garden.
Now through May 24th at Big O Tires, get $80 to $120 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nexen, Nitto, or Sumitomo tires with installation purchase. Book your appointment online today. Disposal fees extra, not covered with other offers. See your locally owned Big O Tires dealer for pricing.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
No shot here, no foul here. Time runs out. The Pistons win a thriller. Cade Cunningham steps up late when the Pistons needed him, and the Pistons win the ball game to go up 2-0 in round 2. The final in this one, the Pistons 107, Cleveland 97.
Matt and Kayla on Sacktown Sports 1140.
So we know the Lakers Thunder series is cooked. It's over. It's cooked.
Dunzo.
Will the Thunder lose in the playoffs at all? Who knows?
They might not.
Gosh.
Is the Pistons Cavs series done?
What did I tell you yesterday? I said I said Detroit's got this one.
She's been confident, and she's right.
That was a Pistons hater.
I said the Pistons needed to win me back, and they're winning me back. I still don't think the Pistons will get past the Knicks, but I think the Pistons and the Knicks would go 6 or 7 games, which we're not guaranteed to get that necessarily, but both the Pistons and the Knicks are up 2-0 so far.
When we had our guy from Locked On Pistons come on, you told him if they lose game 4, I don't think the Pistons are coming back. And they lost game 4 and have not lost since.
Hey, listen.
But that's how hard it is to do.
Listen, Koo Cahill, and I love Koo, by the way. If you're interested at all in the Detroit Pistons, listen to Locked On Pistons with Koo Cahill. He's phenomenal. He's very gifted. He's super passionate about the Pistons. He said the same thing. Down 3-1, he said it's over, it's done with, but I'll wear a clown outfit if they come back and win. They came back and won, so he did a podcast in a clown outfit. Hell yeah, Koo. Hey, I've been in that boat. Nice. I would rather look like an idiot with the team doing well than be right with the team being wrong.
Right.
And the Pistons, like we talked about going into this series, they have new life, and they are crediting the Orlando Magic in many ways for waking them up. So if the Pistons win the championship, the assist goes to Orlando, I guess.
Thanks, Magic.
Dennis Jenkins, who had a great game last night off the bench for the Detroit Pistons. He played 26 minutes, had 14 points. Now off the bench, also 6 rebounds, 4 assists. That's been the difference in this series is the supporting cast is showing
they had
up
to step
more.
out at some point.
Dennis Jenkins, after the game, talked about how Orlando and how that Orlando series went, prepared them for this moment, and credits them for getting the Pistons back to being themselves.
I think Orlando did a really good job of preparing us for this moment. You know what I mean? They came out and they hit us in the mouth first, and they showed us what, you know what I mean, like what it's about, what playoffs is about. So once we got that up under our belt, you know what I mean, we just rolling from there. Like I said, we back to playing Pistons basketball for 48 minutes like we supposed to, and we just trying to keep it going.
Now, that was, to me, a very respectful thing to say towards Orlando. But I imagine any Magic fan hearing that is like, F you.
Well, of course. I mean,
F you.
They did the unthinkable in a way.
Yeah.
And Orlando kind of peed down their pants in a way. So
not kind of.
Yeah.
It was the biggest collapse ever.
They fully unloaded a bottle of Gatorade.
Nice.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
I thought so, too.
A bottle of Gatorade and some water, maybe.
Look at her. She's
yeah.
I'm a pro.
You are a pro.
That's
you didn't
right.
make a poop joke like Matt and I would have.
Oh, for sure. That's where I thought it was
I'm
going.
growing up, guys,
Good
in front
for
of
you.
your guys' eyes here
Good
on
for
this
you.
show. In all seriousness, though, they really did, I feel like, get punched in the mouth right out of the gates in that series against Orlando. And Orlando, to their credit, played them extremely physically. And I don't know if Detroit was really ready for that, especially with Cade just getting back and them getting in the flow again. And it's like your star comes back, he can take over. We all know this, but like, how then do we all start playing the role play roles again?
Yeah.
And so I think they finally found it. They've won 5 in a row since they were down to the Magic.
Yep.
But when I heard while I was getting ready in the bathroom, Skip Bayless was on First Take today. His return.
The return.
The return of Skip Bayless.
I'll skip that.
When I heard not only Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless from the bathroom, I like that, say that they would take Dennis Schroeder right now over James Harden, I literally came out of the bathroom and said, say what? And this is how stinky right now James Harden is playing in the playoffs, which they traded to get him to help them win games in the playoffs.
Last night, James Harden in 37 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 13, 0 of 4 from three-point range. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 turnovers. It was a minus 15, which is the most on the team. Carmichael Dave, who is a known James Harden hater, put out some more numbers on social media. This is James Harden over 2 games so far this series. 9 of 28 from the field, which is 32%. 1 of 11 from 3, 9%. 43 total turnovers this postseason in 9 games.
Oof.
He's been terrible. And he has a reputation throughout his career of disappearing in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
The Cavs made the swing. I'm not saying everybody celebrated it, but it was like, here's the big move that the Cavs are making to try and further open this championship window or NBA Finals window.
Yep.
And it's blowing up in their face.
One of those turnovers, too, came at a crucial time. It came at a time where they were down 6, and they could have kind of just gotten back a little bit more in the mix, and then that's when another turnover happens. Like, you cannot have that happen when you're the status of James Harden and what's being put on your plate. And you know what's being put on your plate. You're a big boy.
Yeah.
You're at the big boy table on Thanksgiving now.
Yep.
And you have been for a while. And it's the playoffs.
And the Cavs they have every experience advantage over the Pistons. The Pistons are the young team.
About that.
The Pistons are what the Spurs are in the West. They've risen.
Sure.
They're exciting. This is new territory. Except for Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris has been there, done that. But this Cavs team, led by Donovan Mitchell, who was good last night, 31 points. This Cavs team has been knocking on this door and trying to get over this hump for a while. And they brought in James Harden, who's been trying to get over the playoff hump his entire career. And it's going as, unfortunately for them, people would expect it to go if you've watched and followed James's career.
Right. And there's the other thing we talk about, too, with his career. Isn't he like the assist man? Isn't he someone you rely on to set others up too?
Or at least just be an unstoppable scorer.
Right. But, like, he's not even doing that.
Nope.
He had 3 assists.
Yep.
Schroeder had more assists than him.
Evan Mobley had more assists
Mobley had more assists.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the beard, like, I don't know if you need to cut it in the playoffs because maybe that'll turn your luck around.
He'd lose all his power.
Bro, something ain't helping you.
There's
it's not helping him in the postseason.
No, it's not.
There's a crazy analysis someone did. This was a couple years ago when he was on the Sixers. But basically, at some point in his career, the game 6 and game 7 block got so bad, he just stops shooting. Like it gets like, if you look at his shots per game totals in game 6 and 7s, like the last 5 years, at some point he's just given up. Like the block in his head is so intense, he's just stopped shooting.
No, you're not wrong.
If James Harden hates anybody as much as he hates Daryl Morey, it's probably Asar Thompson. Asar Thompson is in that dude's head. And I love Asar for it. Asar is having way too much fun just making this guy.
Was that shot when James stood there?
Yes.
Yeah.
And James keeps looking at him, and Asar Thompson is just being physical. And James is obviously frustrated because he's terrible. And so he's just like, I'm just going to push and shove Asar Thompson and try and intimidate him. And Asar's like, bruh.
Yeah, you're not going to intimidate me.
We're far more physical than you, bud. By the way, Dennis Schroeder played 20 minutes last night, 4 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, a couple turnovers. Keon Ellis, the playing time dropping again.
4 minutes?
6 minutes, 3 points. He hit his 1 3-point attempt. He's been doing that a lot. He's taking one shot, typically making it, and then not doing anything else.
He didn't have any steals, though.
No steals.
Yeah.
It was a -1, which is best on the team.
Woohoo!
Yay!
What was Harden's minus?
15.
Yay.
Next closest is Max Strus -9. Because the game was close.
Yeah.
It's been competitive.
Yep.
But the Pistons are just in control.
I love to see it. I'm not going to lie. I love the Detroit mentality.
Yeah.
I love that defense, and just Cade's won me over, man.
Yeah.
Especially coming back from that collapse.
10 assists, by the way. With 25 points.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. The supporting cast offensively is showing up. Defensively, they're back to playing. This is Detroit Pistons basketball. Yeah. We're physical. We set the tone. We're not going to back down. So defensively, they're back to themselves and who they've been this entire series.
Sure.
But offensively, Cade has the help. Cade had 25. Tobias Harris had 21. He's been really good.
Tobias Harris has been good.
Duncan Robinson's been fantastic so far in these first 2 games. He had 17. Asar Thompson had 10. Asar's not necessarily known for scoring. Like I mentioned, Dennis Jenkins off the bench. 14 points. Karis LeVert off the bench, 8 points. You scored 107. You didn't score a boatload of points. 107 is not very much in the modern NBA, although for playoff basketball, it's a little more average. But Cade he played 42 minutes, and I say only had to score 25, as if scoring 25 is easy. But in Orlando, it was like if Cade doesn't score 40, they're cooked.
They're completely cooked. And I like it, too, because it's okay, Duran, if you can't do it, which clearly he's not being able to get back in terms of playing consistent, good basketball, then these other guys are finally all right, well, then we'll just go.
I'm still waiting.
Then we'll go.
I'm still waiting for Jalen Duren, though.
And maybe he will, but so far it's been kind of a no-show.
But they're winning without him.
That's fine, as long as there's other guys stepping up.
If they do make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, which I think they are,
yeah.
And if they do play the Knicks, at some point, Jalen Duren's going to have to wake up a little bit.
Yeah, to be in those series, yeah.
But this is a good time to work through these. Hey, it's better to go cold early in the playoffs than it is later in the playoffs, right? So hopefully he can work his way through it. We'll take the break. When we return, it's Friday. That means Q&K with Kayla Anderson. Before we get into the real reason why Darren Peterson missed games at Kansas, according to Darren Peterson. I don't know.
It changed my mind?
It's changed my mind a little bit about Darren Peterson, or at least given me a new respect for what he's gone through. We'll explain that coming up at 11 o'clock. Q&K is next. It's Matt and Kayla on a Friday. Sacktown Sports.
Listen up, Niner gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Progressive knows that for business owners, vacations hit different. But hey, at least you finally took a vacation. And look at that. You only answered 53 calls, 84 emails, onboarded 1 new hire, and covered for Chris while he's out on paternity leave, and you did it all from a kayak. Because you, my friend, know how to relax.
All right, you may not know how to take a day off, but you do know both your personal and business auto insurance needs can be covered in one place with Progressive. So at least that's relaxing, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
This is the sound of Jack, buzz cutting his way to a small fortune. To Jack, every time he cuts his own hair, that's $50 right in his pocket. If Jack sees DIY buzz cuts as a saving strategy, Wells Fargo is right behind him. And with their mobile app, tracking his savings is easy. Oh, ouch. However you make money work, we can work with that.
Mobile carriers' message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Spring is in the air, and Alev's long-lasting pain relief is here to keep you moving. The days are longer, and the flowers are blooming. Whether it's gardening, yard work, or just spending more time outdoors, spring has a way of getting us moving despite any body pain. That's where Aleve can keep you going. With just one dose, Aleve gives you long-lasting body pain relief for up to 12 hours. From sunup to sundown, Aleve's got your back. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long, so you can reset, recover, and leave feeling stronger than when you came in. Join the club for just $1 down, $15 a month, and get free massage amenities for the month of May. No commitment. Deal ends May 15th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Sacramento Rivercats baseball all summer long. The Rivercats Summer Pass gets you into every game this summer with no blackout dates and includes access to the Sky River Casino Solon Club. Lock it in and don't miss a moment. Get your Rivercats Summer Pass at rivercats.com.
It's time for Q&K. Kayla's got questions, we've got answers. It's Q&K on Matt and Kayla.
The final Friday before draft lottery day.
I thought I would have to bring in the therapist today or the
just wait till
sound
Sunday.
baths
Just check on me, man.
Your anxiety seems to be at least at bay.
There is truly, and we'll talk about this at 1 o'clock, there is going to be a relief of it's done. And now we can move forward.
Do you ever get that way? So doing the women's conference this week.
Yep.
Which was great, by the way, and I really appreciate them asking me to do it, especially being newer to Sacramento. But I'm not going to lie.
Uh-huh.
I get like a little bit anxiety.
The anxiety.
As I prepare for something that I'm not familiar with
but
or
when
that
it's
I
go
don't
time.
know the outcome. But when it's go time,
you
Kayla puts on her Superwoman costume and she's good to go.
I live in that. It's the same thing in television. I never got nervous when the camera was actually on and it was go time.
It was always like
the build up. Yep. It's like that with me with being a dad. I was terrified to be a dad because I had no clue what I was doing because I didn't grow up with a dad. I had no clue what I was doing. As soon as that baby was born, none of that mattered. It's go time and you have a great time and you let your instincts kick in and it's amazing.
You live in the moment.
So I'm very much like that. The anxiety of all the months of build up to draft lottery day suck. We'll get to noon, we'll go through it and we'll move on.
We need to get something there's things to help anxiety, but I'm like, man, why can we just not let's get rid of all that.
Now that does not mean that if things go great on draft lottery day, I'm not going to swing from a chandelier like Rihanna. She sang that song.
That's
Sia. Whoops. Oh, what is her song?
Diamonds.
She has a song.
Rihanna's
Doesn't she talk
song?
about a chandelier in some of her song or in one of her songs? I can't be this off base.
No, it's Sia.
No, I know. I want to swing from the chandelier.
But
That's
he's
Sia.
saying Rihanna has
a song that mentions chandeliers. I'm trying to save myself, but I butchered it. I'm going to be partying if the Kings move into the top 4. Any spot in the top 4, I'm thrilled. If the Kings end up at 7, 8, or 9, I can't promise you I'm not going to be a disaster.
I get it.
But I'm excited
Because
just to get it over with.
You know what that more leads to, too, is that leads to a lot more things in terms of options and more questions.
Yes.
And do they make the right pick?
Monday's show will react and we'll freak out. And then starting Tuesday, okay, let's get to work and figure out how to make the most of this situation. I'm looking forward to that next week.
Well, I am just... I am putting it out there in the universe that you're going to be wearing overalls on Monday.
I am. If the Kings get the number
putting it out there.
I said the Kings get the number one overall pick. I'll wear overalls like Rob from the Traders.
Let's go.
And I will say that the De'Aaron Fox trade was a good trade because it got us the number 1 overall pick. I'll put it out there. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a funny scenario. So unlike Matt, I'm going to probably be busy during the draft lottery, so I'm going to miss the actual lottery itself.
What does that mean?
Wait.
I'm saying you decided the lottery was more important than Mother's Day. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So anyways.
I delayed my party by an hour for the draft. You're damn right.
In my head, I'm rooting for the world where I forget about the draft lottery and then check my phone and get the text that says, Kyle, we need to buy overalls.
Right?
That's how I want to know that the Kings won the draft lottery.
If I have to buy overalls, I'm going like Goodwill or something. They're not open on Sundays, are they?
Goodwill is not open on Sunday.
Uh-oh.
Well, we've got Kayla's.
No, I don't have those. I said I used to wear them.
But
wait. No, I threw those away.
Like Amazon overnight overalls?
I think we could find some. I think my roommate might have some.
We can find some.
I don't think your roommate is 6'3". Anyway, it's Q and K with Kayla Anderson.
He's actually 6'4".
Oh.
6'7"? Oh. I want your guys' brains to be put together on this.
Yep.
So, we talked about it in the break yesterday. It's official.
It's
the
official.
NCAA is expanding.
Oh.
The men's and women's basketball tournaments are expanding by 8 teams. And this is now a new field of 76 teams. It's going to be effective immediately this upcoming season. I'm curious, guys, gals out there, listeners, is there any way this is beneficial other than money for the NCAA tournament? Is it going to have that much of an impact in terms of negative?
I think the negative impact is it's less prestigious, which matters.
Watered down, you mean?
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Very good way to put
when
it.
Your ice melts in a drink?
The only positive, Kayla, that I can come up with, the only one, and I'm working hard for this.
I know you are.
The opening rounds, there's more madness now because it opens up more opportunity for more upsets and more games early on and makes brackets even more chaotic, which people might not like it, but I do think the first few days of March Madness are going to be maybe a little more fun because there's more teams and more games. I'm reaching. That's the only thing, because ultimately these teams that are going to be sneaking in, the vast likelihood is by the time we get to the Sweet 16, none of those teams are going to be around. It's just to extend the beginning, the madness aspect of it at the beginning.
It's
which people like.
It's nauseating though, Kyle.
Okay, so here is the one positive I would have taken away from it. And I'm looking up the bracket right now just to confirm my suspicions. Yeah, okay, so this is what I thought. The one positive takeaway would have been this creates an opportunity for more mid-major teams to have an opportunity to play in March Madness. Because I think Lenardi made the point, like, the reason there's not Cinderellas in March Madness anymore is that these mid-major teams are not getting the at-large bids because these conferences are so large and they have such an incentive to get into the tournament. And the financial discrepancies in college sports are affecting. But what's probably going to happen, I'm trying to figure out the bracket exactly, is that all of the 16 seeds are going to be first-round matchups, which are all going to be mid-majors, so even fewer mid-majors are going to make it to the round of 64, which means the 12th place team in the Big 10 or the SEC or the Big 12 is going to be the teams that benefit the most from this new tournament system, and that's not a desirable outcome for me, the viewer, because now you've removed even more potential for a Cinderella upset, or your quote-unquote Cinderellas are going to be Tennessee or, you know, the 13th, Minnesota, the 13th place team in the Big Ten, and it's not going to feel like a George Mason or a VCU or Loyola Chicago or one of these teams that just completely comes out of nowhere.
You know what's also going to be funny is, like, you know how there is always those teams that are on the bubble and then they don't make it, and then there's always teams that complain, right? There's always teams that are like, well, what? We should have made it in. Well, now they're expanding. Yeah. So now if there is any team that is going to complain that they don't get in and they should have, which guess what? We're going to have that happen.
Yes, but what if it's one of those teams, like I can imagine a scenario where a team complains that they don't get in because, to Kyle's point, one of the big conferences, basically the entire freaking conference makes it.
Which I don't want to see that, by the way.
But it's going to happen.
I don't want to see that.
Right?
That's the outcome.
Yeah, just because you're overall a really good conference, there are always some bottom teams in a conference, or even half the teams at the bottom that are just not good.
But ratings.
Exactly.
Well, it's not even ratings, it's just television. It's that the fans of Minnesota are more likely to pay to go to Dayton, Ohio to watch a first four game than people from UC Davis or Sacramento State. I get UC Davis is now Mountain West, but like if Sacramento State next year goes on a crazy run through the Big West tournament and wins the conference title, they are 100% going to be in one of these first four games, which is still cool, but it's going to feel like it's not really the tournament.
Yeah.
Because these mid-majors are going to have to all play each other in one more additional round to get a matchup against
a biggie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So this is also about the opening round that we're talking about now. So the 12 games will be played on a Tuesday and Wednesday between Selection Show Sunday. And when the round of 64 begins that Thursday, that's when the actual tournament will start. Instead of scheduling 2 games each day in Dayton, as they have in the past, there will be 3 games each day in Dayton and 3 games in a yet-to-be-determined city.
It's just more games at the beginning. Yeah. That's the one thing that I think could entice people. I don't think it's worth it. But I get why they're doing it.
So they're going to start playing games at noon on a Tuesday?
Pretty much. And people are going to watch. Like, people are going to watch.
Then you might just if we're going to do this and you all want your money and y'all are, just taking all our money, well then give us all the week off. Make it a national holiday week for the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, NCAA,
that is my pitch.
Pay everybody's vacation time in the world.
Right.
So they can watch.
So they can watch Norfolk State take on Texas A&M Christian.
So we can sit our butts at home and just do nothing, and we'll watch basketball.
I'm in.
Right?
Sign me up for that.
Let's do it.
I can do that. Good Q&K from Kayla Anderson there. She, of course, will have another one for us on Monday. She has one for us every Monday and every Friday. But now I'm really interested to hear Kayla Anderson's thoughts on what we're about to talk about next. Ramona Shelburne from ESPN did a full article telling the story of Darren Peterson's extreme cramping, the cause behind why he asked out of games, and Peterson telling the full story of what was going on with him. Does it change anybody's mind or make them feel any better about Darren Peterson? We'll find out Kayla's thoughts and your thoughts, mine as well. Coming up next, it's Kayla's cringing already. It's Matt and Kayla on Sacktown Sports.
Listen up, Niner gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader, Sacktown Sports 1140.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. Anova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
May is here, and so is your excuse to hit the ballpark. The green and gold are bringing the energy all month long with fan-favorite bobbleheads. Can't miss post-game fireworks and a ballpark atmosphere you don't want to miss. Turn up for Sacramento Saturdays and bring the whole crew out for Stompin' Sundays, packed with kid-friendly fun, giveaways, and the opportunity for kids 14 and under to run the bases after the game. Enjoy big swings and bigger moments all May long in West Sacramento. Lock in your seats now at athletics.com/tickets.
Here's a tale of Tina searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Till Good RX wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Hot foot it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Support comes from Amazon Business. You can't rely on guesswork to run your business. With Smart Business Buying, innovative AI tools optimize your purchasing experience, paired with delivery options built for business. Empower your team today. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Buying golf gear is easy. Buying the right golf gear, well, that's different. At Hagen Oaks, they don't just sell equipment, they fit your entire game. With TrackMan technology in the Player Performance Studio, your clubs are matched to your swing. Ping's Ballnamic Fitting helps you find the golf ball that performs best for you. Hagen Oaks Putter Fitting Studio dials in your stroke, and FootJoy's 3D foot scanner finds correct shoe size for your feet. It's a smarter way to play better golf. Total Game Fitting at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at Business 80.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports, 1140.
Matt and Kayla on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Oh, here they are. Wow. Finally strolling in.
Listen, there was an adventure.
Whenever they want.
Listen, we went downstairs.
Dave does it every single day.
Yeah, but Jason is the professional, Kayla.
Sorry.
So we went on an adventure. We went downstairs to the vending machine to go and get some energy drinks because I think we're going to need it.
It's Friday.
And so first, on our way down there, there's a door in the corner at the end of our hallway that you go out to go down the stairs, right? Well, just beyond that, there are the doors to the men's and women's restrooms. Kayla, with full confidence, walks right into the men's restroom.
What?
Whoops.
Thinking that was the door down the stairs. And I stopped, but she did it so confidently, I was like, okay, maybe she's just going to use the men's restroom because nobody's here today because Country in the Park. I was like, all right.
You're like, okay.
Hey, man.
Yeah, Matt didn't say anything. I was like, well, Matt, I guess he didn't see me go into the bathroom.
That's always the thing about, the way to sneak into something is to act like you belong there.
No, it was she did it so confidently, without hesitation. I was just like, that was intentional.
Kayla's going to the bathroom.
Who am I to say anything about it?
It's why did I even do that? Because I know I have to, it's a different type of door I open to go down the stairs to the canteen or whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it.
so after Kayla
Is that what you call our lunch break room?
It's weird. I think it's
the
from
canteen.
I think it's from camp. When I used to go to church camps and like summer camps, you'd have money to go spend in the canteen. So I think I call those like meeting rooms where there's food canteen.
Break room or whatever.
I guess that's
a little
an
kitchen
easier thing to say.
So anyway, after Kayla walks into the bathroom, they goes, "What am I doing?" And then turns around and walks back out. We go downstairs to get these energy drinks, and I had to. I might have been charged like twice. I have no idea because
you need to look at your bank account.
I do need to look at my bank account because it was not spitting out a damn drink. So that's why it took so long.
Hey, it's Friday at least, you know?
Exactly.
Payday.
Sorry about that.
It is payday.
Sorry, everybody. We're back, though.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. This has happened before, right? I've worked with Alan. This has happened before. What I was worried is that, because I saw Kayla's phone on the console right there.
Thought it was locked out.
I was worried that you guys had both left your key cards and that your phones were both in the studio. And I was like, oh, dang. So when the music comes back, I yelled at Angie down the hall because she's the only. This is the thing. It's country in the park. There's nobody here to let you back into the building.
No.
The building is it's
empty.
It's the three of us and it's Angie down the hall. So I yelled at Angie. I was like, "Is anyone over there?" And Angie says no. And then I go into like, "Oh, they might be locked out because Matt and Kayla are professionals. They would never miss the start of a segment."
What if we just dipped? You know, what if we just
I know,
left?
right?
What,
We're
are
like,
what is
see ya.
anybody gonna do?
I mean,
y'all
it's
gonna
kind
do?
of what Darren Peterson did throughout the season.
That's crazy.
When
Even
you
after
dip, I
all
dip,
this,
we dip. I put my
Grand
hand up on your
segue,
hip.
Kayla.
even after
When
all
Darren
this,
dips, you dip, I dip.
that's crazy. By
Well,
the
here's
way,
the thing. We don't know yet what Darren did.
Sactown Sports, by the way, is your local home for San Francisco 49ers football. Did you know that? And we're giving you a chance to win your way in on game day this season. All you have to do is download the Sacktown Sports app. It's super easy to do, takes 10 seconds. And tap the contest banner on the homepage, you can't miss it, for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener.
Nice.
Don't wait. Download the Sacktown Sports app today and get your chance to win. And if you need someone to go with, Kayla Anderson would happily go with you. I just volunteered you. Sorry about that.
What the heck?
Sorry.
We don't even know when it is yet.
My God.
We don't know who they're playing yet. I am, by the way. I am, because we know the
You
Niners.
have to pay me to go.
Kayla's not actually going with you. Don't freak out, weirdos. We know the Raiders are going to play the Niners at Levi Stadium this year, and it's the Raiders' first time back in the Bay in a while.
Is it a show game we need to do?
Well, I don't know, but I'm rooting. I'm rooting for it to be later in the season though, because I'm hoping Fernando Mendoza's starting at that point.
Yes,
Like
that
if
would
it's
be
if it's like
better
week
for you.
like 2, I don't want to go and see Kirk Cousins. No, I want to go see Fernando.
You want to see Fernando.
So make
I
it
don't
like
wanna
week
see
11.
So here are your choices for this year. The Rams, but that one we know is going to be in Australia, so
Australia.
it's not going to be that one. Cardinals, Seahawks, Eagles, Commanders, Broncos, Raiders, Vikings, and Dolphins.
Commanders has a chance to be really good if they get Brandon Ayuk. Oh, the drama.
That would be interesting.
But imagine if you win tickets and then you find out, hey, it's Eagles Niners.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who they're playing. Levi Stadium is a
Yeah,
vibe. But
I was
Eagles,
like, I actually don't care either.
Eagles Niners would be great.
I'd
Going to a football game is
be
awesome.
excited to go down there.
Just going. You never know what you're going to get. I remember going and seeing Raiders and Jets week
Mike
1. Raiders and Jets week 1 when Marshawn Lynch just started dancing on the sidelines because the Raiders beat the brakes off the Jets. Great day. Great day. Darren Peterson.
I'm already getting threats.
You're getting threats? What? Darren Peterson fans are mad at you?
Michael says, at Kayla Anderson, you talking about Peterson like Matt talks about Westbrook. You might want to be careful.
Hey, it's the first time Michael went after you and not me. I'll take that. Well, although I did get
Even though you did get a
I
shot
did get
in
a
the
jab in there.
text.
Whatever, I'll take it. It's progress. Michael and I are like a relationship. We're just working on each other. We'll get there. So Darren Peterson says, this is according to Ramona Shelburne in a great article on ESPN. I encourage everybody to go and listen or read. Darren Peterson says high doses of creatine led to cramping. Stop laughing, Kayla. This is serious. He had a scary episode. Stop laughing.
She'll stop laughing in a
Sorry,
second.
I've read it, but that part always gets me.
So after the season, Peterson had a round of blood work and other tests done that led doctors to conclude that his use of high doses of creatine created his condition of severe cramping. Peterson said, "I'd never taken it before going to college, but after the season, I took 2 weeks off, and they did tests which showed my baseline level was already high. So they said when I dosed, a process of increasing a dose over time to create maximum benefit at the beginning of taking a supplement, I must have made the levels unsafe." So then there's this story of what happened back in September after Kansas coach. Stop it. After Kansas coach Bill Self's annual week-long boot camp. It's like hell week for them. It's conditioning week in September. Apparently, Darren Peterson went to the hospital after this. He said first his legs started cramping, then his stomach, his back, his arms, and his hands. Eventually, his entire body was cramping. He said, as I accidentally clicked off the link. Oh, no, I closed it.
Oh, no.
He said,
called 911.
As I wait in,
or said to call 911.
He essentially went to the trainer's table and said, like, please call 911.
Yep.
I can't move. But let me get you the exact quote here. He said, I made it to the training room and just started begging for them to call 911. They were trying to get a vein to get me the IV, to get me back hydrated. But I was cramping so hard they couldn't get a vein. I thought I was going to die on the training table that day. So he goes to emergency where they were finally able to get a vein and get him several bags of fluids to make sure that, like, to get him hydrated so the cramping would stop. And I don't want to basically just read the entire article on air. That then led to he had a fear of that happening again. Such a severe fear. This is all according to him. Of that happening again, that anytime he started cramping during games, he would ask out of those games out of fear of it was about to get worse. He said, whenever I felt anything like that come on, my initial thought was that it might get to that again. And I can't let that happen and be embarrassed and have it on TV. He said it kind of put me in a tizzy because, he said tizzy, literally said tizzy, because I didn't know what was causing it. He also talked about, he didn't talk about that publicly with the media when it was going on because he didn't have an explanation for it. So he didn't want to like just sound like he was making excuses. To wrap this entire thing up, his teammates saw this incident happen of him being taken away in an ambulance in September. They saw that he would frequently get liquid IVs throughout the season, before games, after games, during practices, whenever. And out of respect for him, they kept it quiet. So that's why nobody spoke about what was going on. Okay, so does this change your mind at all?
The only thing that is a little... Look, let me be clear, because I'm not going to ever say someone... If this is their story...
Yeah.
And this is him coming out here and talk to Ramona Shelburne about it. Like, this is your story. So, I mean... I have to believe you with what you're telling me. With saying that, my biggest question about this in particular and how it's all magically solved a month plus after the season. If this was this serious, which it clearly was throughout the season, why weren't the blood tests done throughout the season? This is a normal thing. This is, you don't just not, you don't, if this is a thing that he was scared about and that Kansas was taking seriously and Bill Self was involved in and the medical staff was involved in, why are you not going and getting your blood tested during the season?
So I don't have an answer to your question, but the way I read the beginning of the article was that he had multiple weeks of different types of tests done after the season ended. Sounded like 2 weeks of just different tests and different things looked at. That then led the doctors to conclude it was the creatine. So maybe they were doing testing during the season, but they couldn't come up with a conclusion. I don't know if that's an answer to your question, Kayla. I'm not a doctor, but maybe that's an explanation. I don't know.
It could be. It very well could be. I don't know, going through medical situations in my life and like one particular situation when they found out I had like Lyme disease. Like there was multiple blood tests throughout the weeks that I would be going in and getting in and getting done because they didn't know what was going on for probably like 2 months. And Peterson's case seemed to be so extreme and so random with these cramps that I would have thought, and this is not on Peterson. I'm not even putting this on Peterson. I'm putting this on the people around Peterson. Like, I believe that this is probably what it was the overdose of creatine and the overuse of it. But I just feel like that could have been solved at some point of the season. And it never was. And then if this is what happened, it sure made him look silly. And it's not his fault again. It's the people around him because he was sitting here then okay with just like not having to talk about it and then having to get his teammates on the same page. It is weird. It is a little crazy. I'm not going to lie.
Talking about the people around him, here's another excerpt from the article. It was hardest on his mother, Natalia. Peterson recalled a time when his mom called him crying because she couldn't do anything to help him. She was like, this is a quote from Peterson, she was like, I always had an angel for you your whole life, but right now I just don't know what to do. There were definitely times I wanted to quit and when the world was against me, but they had my back and it was just great to have somebody to lean on.
Yeah.
That was Peterson's talking about the people surrounding him when he was going through this.
Look, I salute him for coming out and talking about it. And if this is clearly the issue, hopefully it is resolved. Am I going to 100% be like, I'm fine. Like, I'm cool with it. No, I'm not going to 100%. That's not how I do things. Like, I'm not going to change my opinion 100% on Peterson. I'll give him some leeway here and say, okay, maybe this is part of the reason why he was not able to be on the court for a lot of the season. But there are a lot of things that they have lined up pretty nicely to explain why every single thing happened. So I just want, again, it's not my job to bring him on this team and to see if he's going to be a good player or not or a good teammate or not. It's Scott Perry's.
Right.
So that's Scott's job to sit down and make sure that he's the right young man for Sacramento and all the weight that's still going to be had to put on his shoulders. Because this still was a situation where I felt like he couldn't take control of it either because he's obviously got a lot of people around him, it seems like, that are taking control.
Two questions that I had after this. The first question is, the only disconnect that I had in this story, or the only kind of part of this that I wish we got more clarification on. There were some comments by his coach, Bill Self, that led into and very much sounded like Coach Self talking about, like, are you committed to this or not? Which obviously does not work in or look good for Peterson, does not go in his favor. Why, if a coach knows what he's going through, and if it's that severe, why would a coach I'm not saying he publicly has to come out and go, this is what Darren Peterson's going through, but why would he make those comments that allowed for speculation of Darren Peterson's commitment to the program? That part is like a big unanswered question that I just feel is kind of left out in this.
That's what I was actually going to ask you in this article, because I only read the clip notes of it. But I was wondering about that situation in particular where Self doesn't seem to really ever come out and talk too much about it. And then when he did that one time, it seemed kind of out of frustration at some point because it had been happening. And then remember, that was when he told him to take him out of the game.
Yeah.
And then he talked about it after that game.
So here's a portion from the article. All season, HIPAA rules had prohibited Self from discussing the cramping incident or giving further details on Peterson's health.
Okay.
After that interview, Self told The Athletic that, quote, the stops and starts definitely affected him. Conditioning, rhythm, team rhythm, a lot of things. I think it did impact him differently. If you can imagine him going into every game believing that this is going to be the game in which your body feels right, and it just didn't happen. So, but I don't remember the exact quotes of what Bill Self said, but he spoke very openly during the season, not directly questioning Peterson's commitment, but alluding to, like, is he all in or not? Like, I just remember the floodgates were thrown open to the speculation. It was around the same time that somebody took a picture of someone on the scorer's table texting about thing. Darren Peterson, like saying refusing to play or whatever. All this is going. So again, if what makes sense in my brain kinda is, okay, this incident happened back in September. It's now January or February. Months have happened since this episode. Okay, Darren Peterson, get over it. It's not going to happen again. Like, that, I guess, makes sense to where they got over it. Okay, we can't just have this looming over us the entire season. But you knew what he went through, so why would you make those comments?
I'm going to say this. And again, I don't want to say that I don't trust the young man. But I do have to play the other side, too. Mm-hmm. Me being around this business, being primarily, I went into this business as a journalist, right? Mm-hmm. Ramona Shelburne is one of the more respected journalists in the league in terms of basketball. And it's a very smart move by Peterson's camp to have some time to get everything in line, to have an explanation for every single thing. Yep. I mean, they even had the explanation for the teammates and why they didn't talk. And then go to one of the more trusted kind of personalities, too, that people kind of feel like, okay, this is Ramona here. I mean, we all just said it. Great article, wonderful article. I am just playing devil's advocate in this situation.
So let's explore this, though.
Yeah.
Let's explore this.
Yeah.
If it is a PR move, if they're embellishing the situation for sympathy to take some of the public perception that Darren Peterson is not fully committed or wasn't fully committed to help raise his draft stock. This doesn't do anything for teams, in my opinion, because teams are going to have full access to his medicals. Teams are going to sit down in a room with him one-on-one. This, to me, feels like, if that's the case, this is a PR thing. This is, let me explain to everybody out there who's talking about me what really happened. And
which they had to do at some point, because they didn't do it during the season.
But the other part of this is, okay, so is this issue solved?
That's my biggest question.
So, are you going to be afraid of cramping through your NBA career?
That is my biggest question still.
So does this help you?
So it does mask some things for a while, and it maybe makes us, those of us who, like me, have been a little bit more critical of Peterson. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, I can be. I've watched him play this season. I've watched other players in these situations in the past. I'm just giving my honest opinion. I wouldn't do it just to create a thing.
No.
I've been very steady Eddie on this. Mm-hmm. But, at some point, because they didn't do damage control during the season, and now we're getting close to the combine and getting close to the lottery, they're going to have to start doing stuff. So they're starting to do it.
Right.
And it's a damn good plan. And if it's true, hopefully he is over the cramping and all that. But I don't know 100% if this is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And that's, again, what it is. It's up to GMs now. I think the biggest thing, honestly, Matt, I think you can honestly get a read on people, players, for the most part, when you sit down in a room with them and you ask all the questions you want to ask.
Yeah.
And you have the reaction live of what is going to give you a read. That's all I can say. That's the deciding factor for me if I was a GM and I sat down with a young man.
Yeah, if I'm a GM of a team, first off, we're getting access to all these medicals.
Yeah.
All of these, and this players in the past and their camps have refused to give certain medicals out because they know it would negatively hurt their stock, and that throws up red flags. Michael Porter Jr. is a great example of this. Mm-hmm. Michael Porter Jr., The Kings were going to draft him number 2 overall the year they drafted Marvin Bagley. They loved Michael Porter Jr., but he had all these back issues, and there were medical information that people didn't get access to, so he plummeted. And for a while, he started his career with having all these medical issues. So I don't like the Kings, in theory, and every team, they're going to have full access to the medicals of, okay, what were all the tests that these doctors did for 2 weeks within the realms of like not invading privacy, but what were all these tests that they did that led doctors to this conclusion? Okay, follow-up. Is this going to be ongoing? Does this mean we just, okay, so we don't give him creatine and the problem's solved? Does it like, and then you sit down, so that's the first part, the medical side of it. And then you sit down in a room with Darren Peterson and you try and get out of him or try and get as good of a read as you possibly can on it's game 23. We're playing the Indiana Pacers. It's the second quarter and your calf starts cramping a little bit. Are you going, sub me out really quick so I can just stretch it out and then I'll play through it? Or are you going, oh God, I'm cramping, it's happening again, take me out, I can't play anymore?
Yep.
Because if this is a mental hurdle that you can't get past, and not diminishing mental health or mental, like that is a very real thing. We've talked about catastrophic injuries like torn ACLs and torn Achilles and things of that nature. Mentally, you have to get back to a point where I'm comfortable making that jab step and making the same explosive move that shattered my leg in the first place. Like, players have to get across that mental hurdle.
That's the biggest thing.
That's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
So I'm not saying Darren, if this actually happened to Darren Peterson and he has a mental hurdle of cramping scares me, like that's a real thing.
Yep.
But now we have to figure out how to get past that, because if you can't get past that, how is it any different? And this is going to sound disrespectful. How is it any different from what Ben Simmons went through? He was never the same player again mentally because he couldn't get past the issues that he dealt with.
And
this is what teams think about.
No, it is. And teams think about it, especially with how young these guys are. I mean, I think Peterson, is he 18 still or is he 19?
I think he's 19.
Okay.
No, Cam Boozer's 19. I think Peterson's 20, but let me double check.
Peterson's 20. Okay. I thought he was a little younger than that.
He's 19. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's 19.
He turned 19 in January.
Yep, exactly. So he's still a young man, right? And there is a lot of what people forget about when you are one and done, and you know you're going from college, where college is enough in itself to deal with what he dealt with supposedly, right? Then you're going to the NBA level, where there is no, like, you have to figure out a lot of stuff for yourself. And the mental side of things is real. And you want to come in with as much mental clarity on your situation as possible. And so that is also part of Perry's job when analyzing him, you know, in those interviews. Is this, again, I go back to this, is this the right guy for our organization right now? And I am going to still say, I don't know if it is.
We're going to do this live on the air. Do you want to continue this conversation into the conversation about A.J. Debansa in the next segment, or do you want to switch gears to the 49ers minicamp? I'm down for anything. We got still plenty of time.
Yeah, I mean, whatever we want to do. It looks like the chat is getting in on this conversation.
So let's do this. We will continue this conversation because TC's on hold. So TC will get you to talk about this when we come back. We'll also talk about Kevin O'Connor and Tom Haberstroh from Yahoo Sports talking about today the possibility of A.J. Debansa going full Eli Manning on the Kings if they were to take him number 1 overall. We'll explain that when we come back. We will get to 49ers rookie camp today and the sound from different players and coaches ahead of minicamp a little bit later on in the show. You're listening to Matt and Kayla on Sacktown Sports.
The NBA Draft Lottery is here. Stay locked into Sactown Sports 1140 and SactownSports.com for the most in-depth and up-to-the-minute draft coverage on the Sacramento Kings. Powered by Power Business Technology. Copiers and printers for all your office needs.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sacktown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger, to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long, so you can reset, recover, and leave feeling stronger than when you came in. Join the club for just $1 down, $15 a month, and get free massage amenities for the month of May. No commitment. Deal ends May 15th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Monster Truck Madness storms into the Stockton Dirt Track with the most affordable penalty fun on May 9th. Tickets started at $15. Admission includes a bid party. Meet the drivers, touch the trucks, feel the power. And don't miss $10 monster truck ride and put you in the action. Save money now at StocktonDirtTrack.com.
Sacramento! Now you've got a place for all things dance.
The all-new Energy 100.5 HD2.
Where dance music lives. Dance vibes anytime and any place when you get the free Now 100.5 app.
Or listen at 100.5 HD2.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. Anova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InnovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Innova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Running a business takes grit, vision, and a partner who believes in your success as much as you do. At Valley Strong Credit Union, business banking is built around you. The entrepreneurs, the growers, the dreamers, powering our community. Whether you need flexible checking, faster payments, or financing to take your next big step, Valley Strong brings local expertise and real relationships to every stage of your business. Because when local businesses thrive, the whole valley grows stronger. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your business, grow your future. ValleyStrong.com/business.
Hey, movie fans, you've played it. You've mastered it. Now experience Mortal Kombat 2 at the Esquire IMAX Theater in downtown Sacramento.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen for Mortal Kombat.
Feel every kick, every battle, every finish on the Esquire IMAX 6-story screen. Sacramento's biggest, loudest, and most insane way to experience the adrenaline. Get over here! Get your tickets for Mortal Kombat 2 at the Esquire IMAX Theater in downtown Sacramento. Finish him!
Matt and Kayla on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Continuing this very compelling conversation once again about Darren Peterson. I'll give him credit. Everybody's talking about him. He's one of the biggest question marks in this draft. I mean, the entire top of this draft is fascinating. The entire lottery is fascinating. Where Darren Peterson goes and what we find out after he is drafted about what that team, because the first question to the general manager that drafts Darren Peterson is, okay, what do you think about what happened at Kansas? What did you see? What did you hear? What did Darren Peterson tell you when you like that? People are going to want to know that. I'm fascinated to hear more of that information.
It'll be interesting
when more of that stuff comes out. If you're just tuning in, we just went over Ramona Shelburne's article with ESPN talking about Darren Peterson, and he explained that like a high dosage of creatine led to some extreme cramping, and he had a very severe cramping incident where basically he was suffering like full body cramps that caused him to have to go to the hospital in September, and he played through the fear of every time he started cramping, he was afraid that was going to happen to him again. That's why he asked out of games. This is his story of why the season went the way that it did. And it's got people talking, people thinking, does it change anything for how he approaches the draft? Well, here's TC, who wants to weigh in on the conversation. What up, TC? Happy Friday.
Hey, happy Friday. Hey, listen, Matt, Kayla, what's going on?
What's up, TC?
Just vibing, man. So check it out. That kind of respect to Ramona. I respect her, and I respect all that, but that didn't really, for me, I've been out on DP, right? So I'm not that any reports as family members. Respect, shout out to all the mothers. Mother's Day this weekend. Matt George, tell your wife Happy Mother's Day. Kayla, everybody Mother's Day. All the mothers, man, shout out. But just any family members, man, right? Just it's not going to change my way. I'm out. He might be a guy for somebody else. I've been on this. He's just not the guy for Sacramento.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like TC and Kayla are kind of on the same wavelength. And I've always had throughout this entire thing, I don't know Darren personally. Scott Perry's going to have the answer to these questions, and we're never going to know the specifics that Scott needs to know in order to pull the trigger for the Kings specifically. But this job, the responsibility of becoming the face of the Kings, if the Kings are high enough to draft a future superstar, taking on the responsibility of being the guy to turn around an organization that is synonymous with winning, or losing, excuse me. And as we are going to dive into here during this segment, they are also the low-hanging fruit of the league. If you're going to be the guy to handle that responsibility, there are concerns with what happened at Kansas if Darren Peterson can be that guy in Sacramento. That's always been my thing.
Yeah, and we've actually both said it on the air, but, I've been a little more critical of Darren Peterson during the season before this article came out. But I've also said if Scott Perry decides to draft Darren Peterson, then I am going to trust Scott Perry.
Right.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall and see if I agree with his assessment, but I'm not, so I'm going to go with trusting him. I'm with TC, though. I'm kind of set in what I feel in terms of this team, at least, and the match for this team. I don't feel it is that, but again, he's a really good talent, so I'm sure it is hard to pass up on a guy like that if you're a general manager.
I still believe that if the Kings get the number 1 overall pick, AJ Debansa is the pick, and it's pretty easy. That's me. That's what I would do because I love AJ Debansa. And 2, I believe the Sacramento Kings are very, very, very high on AJ Debansa. But now, because the Kings are low-hanging fruit and because it's fun for content, you've got Kevin O'Connor, who has said very respectful things about the Kings fan base in the past, but he's also done a phenomenal job over the years pissing off Kings fans. He, on his show, the Kevin O'Connor Show, as part of Yahoo Sports, and Tom Haberstroh started talking about, they had a segment where they were talking about which team is the most likely to be Eli Manninged. And the Sacramento Kings came up.
The Eli Manning special. If this team wins, their number 1 prospect asks to go somewhere else. I think the Kings are the answer for this one as well. If the Kings go to number 1, I'm not sure AJ Debansa isn't going to try to say, I want to go number 3 instead to, I don't know, whoever the team is, the Mavericks. I want to play with Cooper or the Hawks if they move up. I want to be the final piece there. I think there's a scenario in which we really could see that this year. We haven't seen, we saw Sarr angle his way to the Wizards a few years ago. He didn't want to go to Atlanta. He didn't work out for them, didn't provide records, showed zero interest in going there, and they didn't take him. He went to the Wizards. That's where he wanted to go. So there's a little bit of that, but wasn't to the ugly extreme of Eli and his father being involved and not going to the Chargers. He wanted to be with the Giants. I wouldn't rule that out this year. I wouldn't rule it out depending on how the board falls.
I will go as far as to say, I think that AJ Debansa, if the Kings win the lottery, I think he will pull an Eli Manning. I think not ruling it out is not going far enough. And here's why I think this. This is a guy who went to BYU, got the money and all the power and all that at BYU, made the choice himself. And all of these athletes in the NIL era are used to having that agency. They are used to making the decision for themselves. In years past in the NBA, this was not the case. It was not the case that these players were getting paid. I think the dynamics are shifting, and I would not be surprised at all if whoever wins, whoever the Sacramento Kings, if they win the lottery, is going to have a hard time convincing that player to stay with that organization. So I'm with you. I think it's the Kings. I think they are standing by Doug Christie. If you're AJ Debansa and saying, hey, do I want to sign with this team? Remember that this team got investigated for tanking, but was exonerated because they were incompetent. Their coaching staff, led by Doug Christie, was so incompetent and bad at their job that they were investigated for tanking by the league office. And it was, obviously a non-story after that. They weren't tanking. He just screwed up.
Okay, they don't need to take up any more of our airwaves.
Okay.
That might have been, I'm not joking, that actually rubbed me the wrong way.
Okay, why?
First of all, you can tell how not close they are to the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, first of all, have they ever sat down with AJ Debansa? Do they know the type of young man he is? Do they know his character? The second thing, they act like this happens all the time in the upper part of the drafts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this isn't something that happens all the time. And Michael said something, well, this is what Maxime Reynaud did. But we're kind of talking about a different situation when you're a second rounder and you kind of have the ability. That's not anything we're talking about.
The second round isn't
the draft.
The second round is technically part of the draft. The second round is free agency.
Right.
It's what it's gotten to. That's not what we're talking about here.
It just seems really, really out of touch and a reach for them to say, hey, I would be furious if I was AJ Debansa's camp and I saw this and it blew up and was trending because it makes the player AJ look bad. It really does.
It does.
I don't think AJ is even near that type of a person who would do that.
I
so
agree.
this whole thing with both of them agreeing that's likely gonna happen. I honestly was laughing during the whole podcast. Well, you saw my face. It was ridiculous.
So my first access to this, the first time I saw this was this morning because NBA Central aggregated it. And of course they just aggregated the quote, which is essentially saying AJ Debansa would Eli Manning the Kings. Then I found the clip and I listened to it and I recognized it for what it is. It's content.
Of course it is.
This is not anything it's annoying, and you can roll your eyes at it like Kayla is doing, and rightfully so. I did the same thing when I listened to it, especially when Tom Haberstroh brought up the Doug Christie investigation
that was
thing.
So stupid.
It became a thing because dorks like Bill Simmons made it a thing, not because anybody cared. And Draymond Green talked about it, so now everybody paid attention when nobody would have known what was going on because it wasn't that big of a deal. Him to reference that is just silly. It's all low-hanging fruit. That's what it is. That's why it's not surprising. It's good content because the fan bases of the other 29 teams are going to be like, yeah, those idiots. If the Kings get the number 1 overall pick and the Jazz get number 2, AJ will still go to the Jazz because that's where he wants to go. Now, I believe wholeheartedly because AJ has connections to the Utah Jazz and went to BYU. If AJ could pick a team, I'm sure he'd put the Jazz higher than the Sacramento Kings. But I don't believe for 1 second that AJ would get drafted by the Kings number 1 overall and say, I'm refusing to play in Sacramento. We have no reason to believe that. By the way, Ace Bailey tried to pull that crap with the Utah Jazz last draft, and how did it work out for Ace Bailey? It didn't go well for him at all. So I don't believe...
They act like this is a regular thing.
I don't believe any of this is going to happen. And finally, to your point about making AJ Debansa look bad.
That's the worst part.
Yahoo Sports tweeted this clip out because it's a viral clip, because it's interesting, it's compelling, it gets people to talk about it, it gets people to react to it. It is gold for Yahoo Sports. They deleted it.
Yep.
Why?
That's telling right
because
there.
Somebody's pissed off about it, and it's either the league who's going, why are you suggesting that the number 1 overall pick might refuse to go play somewhere? Or 2, AJ Debansa's camp went to Yahoo Sports and saying, what the hell are you doing? You're putting out there a narrative that our client would refuse to play for a team that might get the number 1 overall pick?
That's more what it is.
bad. It's fun content.
It's
bad.
But to me, what that says though, because our day and age in social media, and you even did an example of it a couple of weeks ago. People read the headline.
Yep.
And people don't even go on to bother to look most of the time at the clips and see how.
Yes.
If a lot of people who actually retweeted and aggregated that actual headline, if they would have went and listened to it, they would have probably thought what we thought. Okay, these two jokers, whatever. But because it's just a headline and AJ's name is on the headline, it makes it look like it's coming from AJ that this is words from AJ's mouth.
It got aggregated by everybody to the where it sounded like a report that AJ Debansa doesn't want to play in Sacramento. That's what it comes off as when it's reported. And again, once I listened to the clip, I felt better because I was like, these guys are just making content. I'm in the content business too. Apparently my coworkers don't like that I create content for the fun of conversations, but that's what we do.
Oh, you mean John Moran?
It's hypothetical conversation.
That's not made up, though. That's an actual situation because they need a point guard.
But some people don't like it. Okay, content's not for everybody. But what is happening here is two guys who are very polarizing, two guys that I respect both of them. I know what they're doing.
What's their podcast called?
Well, it's the Kevin O'Connor Show. Jeez. No, these are two guys that are, they have a segment of a show, and the segment is like, who's most likely to get Eli Manning? Oh, it's the Kings because this is fun, and maybe the Kings are so incompetent. It's silly. But people are going to aggregate it and take it as you're suggesting that a player is going to refuse to play for a team. That's damaging for the player. That's damaging for maybe the team. That's damaging for credibility. Like, it's the fact that Yahoo Sports deleted it to me speaks volumes. If it was still up, then it's all just whatever nonsense and people are going to react to it. Now it's like, no, they might have gotten in trouble.
It's funny how that went down too, because we do show prep here, and Matt was like, wait, or Kyle was like, wait, where's the clip?
No, that was me. It was gone.
We're like, wait, where's the clip? And then we're like, oh, the clip's gone.
I went to reference it again, and it's gone.
Yeah.
It's deleted. But it's still the podcast is still up, which you can check out. Coming up next, we have Pick a Side. Brandon, I see you on hold. He wants to weigh in on the Darren Peterson thing really quick. We'll get Brandon right when we come back. Then we'll get into Pick a Side. And don't worry, at 1 o'clock, we move down the 49ers rookie mini camp and the sound from yesterday and today down there for that. So we will get to the Niners later on in the show after Kayla's 2-minute drill. You're listening to Matt and Kayla on Sacktown Sports.
Listen up, Niner gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
Ah, how about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
Country in the Park is back this weekend at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert, John Party, Chris Young, Turnpike Troubadours, Dylan Scott, and more. Line dancing live DJs, Mechanical Bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park this weekend, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with Carl's Jr., RVs of Sacramento, and Atkins Family Vineyards. More info at CITBfest.com.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Spring is in the air, and Alev's long-lasting pain relief is here to keep you moving. The days are longer, and the flowers are blooming. Whether it's gardening, yard work, or just spending more time outdoors, spring has a way of getting us moving despite any body pain. That's where Aleve can keep you going. With just one dose, Aleve gives you long-lasting body pain relief for up to 12 hours. From sunup to sundown, Aleve's got your back. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Sacramento Rivercats baseball all summer long. The Rivercats Summer Pass gets you into every game this summer with no blackout dates and includes access to the Sky River Casino Solon Club. Lock it in and don't miss a moment. Get your Rivercats Summer Pass at rivercats.com.
At Big O, we offer total auto care to make any car problem feel like no problem at all. We keep the scary lights off and help you get back on the road. From free inspections to oil changes and tire rotations. Now through May 24th, get $80 to $120 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nexen, Nitto, or Sumitomo tires with installation purchase. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra were permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older and you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
Trust EB Stone, where 100 years of expertise means your garden thrives naturally. Try cactus and succulent soil mix and Sure Start or all-purpose fertilizers. Visit ebstone.org for a location near you. EB Stone, for the life of your garden.
Pick a side, any side. It's time for Pick a Side on Matt and Kayla.
Really quick before we get to pick a side, been talking a lot over the last half an hour, actually last hour, about Darren Peterson, and then last segment was AJ Debansa. Brandon, nice enough to hold on through the break, wants to chime in. Brandon, happy Friday, my friend. How are you? Thanks for calling.
Happy pre-draft party. Great show, guys. I appreciate you getting me on real quick. I just wanted to preference this real quick by saying I'm not a doctor, nor am I an NBA scout, but I have played basketball for many years and actually experienced a very similar thing that he's claiming to have gone through. So personally, I believe what he's saying could be very much true. And if it is true, I think it actually shows a lot for him to try to gut it out while he's trying to figure out what's going on with his body, still wanting to compete. I think it says a lot about his willingness to want to play and want to be there for his team. I also wanted to say that I don't even believe that it's very close. I think if the Kings have a chance to get Darren Peterson and they pass up on him, they will regret this as much as they regretted Luka.
Brandon, thank you so much for the call. Yeah. What Brandon's alluding to, if anyone's just tuning in, is Ramona Shelburne from ESPN put out an article today where Darren Peterson tells the story of how he dealt with very severe cramping. And that was one of the reasons why, it was caused by an overdose on creatine, and he had an episode of cramping so bad he had to go to the hospital, and it was so jarring and so terrifying that every time he cramped, he was afraid that it was going to happen again. So that was the reason why he would ask out of games early. I appreciate the perspective there.
Yeah, good perspective.
Because
I respect it.
That is a good way to think about it too. Okay, he was terrified, but he tried to fight through it.
I get it.
That's admirable. Yeah. But if the issue is lingering mentally, that's something that a team has to have confidence in won't be the case.
Yeah.
Before they draft him, with the amount of expectation that's going to be on his shoulders. But clearly Brandon there is high on Darren Peterson, and I understand why, because he is a bucket, man. Offensively, he is so unbelievably gifted, and if you could tell me the Kings draft Darren Peterson and these cramp issues are a thing of the past beyond like the typical athlete cramping that everybody goes through, I think there's reason to be excited about that. So,
yeah,
but the Kings,
I still have something.
The Kings ultimately have to be in a position to be able to get him, though, and we'll find that out on Sunday. Right now, though, guys, it's time to pick a side.
Because I want to get to some of these that I've had at the bottom of the list.
We'll go quick.
And we've just been sitting there, and they've been rotting away like rotted fruit.
All right,
low-hanging fruit.
All right, Kyle, we got to get to him.
Well,
now.
I've got bad news for you, Kayla, because we just ate up too much time talking about this stuff. But we do have time for two. So, viewership for the MLB through the first weekend of May for the exclusive national TV games is at 2.28 million, which is a 44% increase over last year and the best start in 9 years Your question is, do we think this is because of the World Baseball Classic?
I think the World Baseball Classic definitely has something to do with it. I think the Savannah Bananas have a lot to do with it because they've made baseball cool. So I think those are two major factors. I also think baseball storylines this season have been pretty compelling.
Yeah.
I also would like to add a fourth caveat, which I can just speak for me personally. I'm trying to watch and enjoy baseball more now because I don't know if I'm going to get it this time next year, right?
For maybe viewers here in Sacramento.
Go A's.
That's part of it too.
Go A's.
I do think the World Baseball Classic has a lot to do with it.
Big time.
There was so much momentum that was carried over for so many of these stars, like not just the U.S. players, but the Dominican Republic players, the
Puerto
Rican players, and they're all spread out throughout the league.
Yep.
And so I think it also enticed more people to kind of follow, even if they weren't a fan of like that team that they were on. Like just sometimes players can be polarizing and be fun to follow. So I do think the World Baseball Classic built so much great momentum that it did kind of carry over a little. Mm-hmm. But I also would say that the game has made adjustments. I think people are interested in the new
the ABS
challenge, the ABS.
Hunter Pence loved it. He was on the afternoon show yesterday. He loves
it. So I think there's a couple things that baseball is doing well.
Okay, I don't think the World Baseball Classic is the biggest reason for it. If I had to guess, the biggest reason is that you've taken some of these previously cable games and put them on broadcast television like NBC, like Sunday Night Baseball being on NBC and Peacock is probably helping a lot with some of these ratings numbers. Also, I think Fox is doing more consistent like Monday night games now this year, which is probably part of it also. I think it's the change in the television contracts that's the biggest reason, and they're showing growth year over year to say like, hey, look at how good these television partnerships are working out. But I do think all those other factors play a small bit.
All right, next one.
Next up, Tiago Splitter is not going to probably be the coach of the Portland Trailblazers. They got a new owner. He's slashing payroll. They're interviewing like 20 candidates. There's a really interesting story about he reached out to the Iowa coach, Ben McCollum, and was going to pay him less than Doug Christie made. But then the Iowa coach just got an extension with Iowa. So I guess he turned down or used the Trailblazers for leverage. Anyways, this new owner is just completely gutting the way that they do things there, cutting costs. But he owns the Hurricanes in hockey, and I guess they're pretty good. So do we think Tiago Splitter's getting a raw deal?
I think he's getting a raw deal. I absolutely do. Think about the situation he was put in to start the season for the Portland Trailblazers. Chauncey Billups to start the season. Told to leave the team.
Federally
investigated. The morale of the team you could expect, something like that to start the season, it's probably all over the place. And there's talk going on and whatever. For him to come in and kind of take the team, get it back together. They were a pretty good team this year.
Very good.
They made the playoffs and unfortunately ran into a juggernaut.
Yes.
But how does he not get at least a benefit of the doubt? And it seems like they're completely throwing him out.
Yeah.
They're not even allowing him to be a part of it.
Yeah, I think this
is a joke,
I think it's incredibly disrespectful. Remember when the Blazers were playing in the playoffs, everybody was making a big deal about how cheap the owner was and playoff shirts and stuff like that. But The Athletic released an article where it explained that the team and everybody had learned that this new owner had already been talking to other coaches and other general managers for these not yet open vacancies while the Blazers were still playing, and this news was getting back to Tiago Splitter. So he's expected to handle everything that he's handled this year and try and win as much as he can, try and earn this job, but he's not been given a fair shake. There's already decisions you already imagine. Do you want to work as hard as you possibly can when the boss downstairs is blatantly making phone calls to other people to try and get them to take your job once it's all said and done? I think this is going to end up being damaging for the Blazers because of how players feel about it.
That's the biggest part.
Because they rallied around Tiago Splitter.
I'm surprised that we haven't heard players have not gone to the new owner and been look, dude, you got to listen to us.
Yeah.
He's going to find out real quick. Again, I love the NHL. I've covered the NHL.
Yep.
NBA is not the NHL. And he's going to learn because he owns a very successful Carolina Hurricanes team.
Yep.
but those are two different sports.
Listen, if Tiago Splitter doesn't get the job, the smart organization will scoop him up immediately and make him like the head of their assistant coaches team.
Well, good for
or
him
assistant coaches group, and then he'll get a head coaching job somewhere else. He deserves it. He's been phenomenal this year.
Yeah. Can we do one more?
Yes, we can. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter? I say crunchy, and I'm probably going to get hate for it.
Yes, you are from me.
And me.
I love me some smooth peanut butter. Smooth jiffy.
Nuts suck in general.
Well, the Two Nuts podcast.
I'll isolate that.
No, you heard what I said.
The Two Nuts podcast we just talked about in the previous. Yeah.
You heard what I said.
You know the
Hey,
theme
that's
right
not
now.
fair. I like Tom Haberstroh.
Well, they sounded like nuts.
I don't like eating peanuts. I don't like almonds. I don't like, nope.
Yeah,
nope.
I like peanuts and Snickers. Like, that's good with me. But in my peanut butter, I just want it to be smooth, especially if it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, I'm not trying to bite into a PB&J and chip a tooth. Yeah. Nah. No thanks.
What is that what you think peanuts do? They chip your teeth?
No, but the crunch of, I'm exaggerating. The crunch of peanut butter is not fun for me. Smooth peanut butter, that's all I need.
By the way, we're doing a final Tankathon to start the next hour.
Final Tankathon spin?
Yep.
People want that?
That's right.
I thought we were doing that at 1 o'clock.
Well, not anymore. It's
not
9
anymore.
hours.
It's 9. Well, if we got time over. Fine, we'll do it in the next segment.
It's the final countdown.
All right. Noon. Lunch break. Coming up next, we will do one last Tankathon spin to decide all spins. Plus, if the Kings don't win the draft lottery, who do we want to win? Because it could do or go well for the Kings getting the guys that they want. We'll explore that when we return. It's Matt and Kayla on Sacktown Sports.
Should the Kings call the Memphis Grizzlies about trading for Ja Morant?
What are we doing? Why in the world? You got Zach LaVine, and at worst, you got one more year of that. Why would you want to bring in Ja? I don't get it. I don't see it. It's not a thing, and I'm done with it. Drop the mic.
All right, take it easy. It was just a question, Whitey.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sacktown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 17th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 17th. We'll see you there.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
Well, what other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Is the crew on their way so we can fire up the grill?
Cabrito, arrachera. They're gonna love it.
Better go with birria and carne en su jugo. Classic Jalisco dishes with tradition.
That seasoning is great, but northern Mexican-style meat speaks for itself. Let's make both.
Deal. And to boost the flavor, ice-cold Pepsi. Its sweetness pairs perfectly.
And to go with it, flour tortillas.
And corn ones too. Hey, carne asada deserves Pepsi.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports, 1140. It's time for the lunch break. Your calls, your thoughts, your segment. Call or text us at 916-339-1140. It's the lunch break on Matt and Kayla.
Sacktown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're giving you a chance to win your way in on game day this season. All you have to do is download the Sacktown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener at Levi Stadium. Don't wait. Download the Sacktown Sports app today. Oh, y'all thought Scott Perry was going to be the good luck charm for the Sacramento Kings at the draft lottery? Think again, because his name is Deuce Mason. Shout out to our guy Deuce.
Wow.
He gets to be one. This is really cool. He gets to be one of 16 media members that will be present in the lottery room during the drawings.
Last one ever.
Deuce will be in there with guys like Chris Mannix, Zach Lowe, Rachel Nichols, Brian Windhorst, Ryan Russillo. This is really Jake Fisher.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
a big
really
time list there.
This is really cool for Deuce.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really cool for Deuce. Now, Deuce and Mo in general are both just ascending superstars, and they've been been that way for a while. We talked to Mo a handful of weeks ago because she's now, in addition to continuing her duties as the color commentator and broadcaster for the Golden State Valkyries, she's going to be the sideline reporter for WNBA on Prime, their national broadcast, which is so, like, she's a superstar, and Deuce is, like, in my opinion, and I've said this before, Deuce is like the model for setting the bar of just hard work in this industry here in Sacramento, and to see him get the recognition that he deserves to be able to go and be a part of this, it's crazy cool. It's going to be super secretive. I'm pretty sure he can't have his phone during it until all this stuff.
I'm sure there's all the little rules.
Let's put it this way. We're already working on getting Deuce on the show next week to tell us what this is like. So, But shout out to Deuce, and we now know who to blame if things don't go well.
Let's go.
Hashtag blame Deuce. Classic hashtag. Hashtag blame Deuce. But really quickly, before we get into our content in the lunch break, we now know who is going to be representing all the teams at the draft lottery. So we know Scott Perry is going to be there for the Kings. Here are some other names that are going to be representing their teams in the draft lottery. Vince Carter will be representing the Brooklyn Nets. Con Knipple will be representing the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay.
Yeah. We've got TJ McConnell representing the Pacers. Love TJ too. Tayshaun Prince, Vice President of Player Affairs, will be representing the Memphis Grizzlies.
See, that's confusing because I think of him as a Piston,
right?
But he's working for the Grizzlies.
Right. Alonzo Mourning
Okay.
will represent the Miami Heat.
Which, by the way, they send him every year. Every time they're in the lottery, it's always Alonzo Mourning.
When you have the name of Alonzo Mourning, it gets you places.
Nick Collison, who I'm pretty sure has his jersey retired, will represent the Oklahoma City Thunder. The fact that the Thunder are even there pisses me off.
Oh, that's interesting. So they just send a Thunder person and not a Clipper person.
Yeah, because they know they're not going to.
Yeah, there's no chance the Clippers get the pick.
Keontae George will represent the Utah Jazz. And finally...
Not their head coach? Will Harden.
Oh, no.
He actually did do it one year.
Did he?
Yeah, I mean, they've been in it a while now. They're kind of rotating people, but he did do it one year.
And finally, there are other ones, like Larry Harris is representing the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
The last major one, representing the Washington Wizards.
Great.
John Wall.
Oh, John Wall, huh?
Oh, good for him.
John Wall will
I like
represent the
that.
Washington Wizards. Now, that's on the podium when we all learn together who's getting the picks. There will also be team representatives inside the drawing room to witness everything. So each team sends different representatives. The Kings representative for that is John Karitis, who's a minority owner.
Mm-hmm.
He will be representing the Kings in the drawing.
So no one wanted to go on Mother's Day, huh?
I guess not.
I mean, think about it. It is a bad time.
There's no massive, like Raymond Riddler who's the senior vice president of communications for the Golden State Warriors. Raymond is phenomenal. I've worked with him for years.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you need anything with the Warriors, Raymond handles it. He's like the greatest in the biz. So he's representing the Golden State Warriors. That's one of the few other guys that I recognize on this list. Matt Riccardi, assistant GM for the Dallas Mavericks, will be there. These are more like front office and like staff.
Yeah.
The public figures are the ones that are actually going to be on stage. So.
Also, Raymond Riddler, great name.
Scott Perry.
It really is.
I need Scott Perry to turn to like Vince Carter and John Wall and just talk mess if the Kings get the number one
because
overall
I'm
pick.
sure Scott will
Scott
do that.
just starts talking you know what.
That would be fun to see.
Oh, I didn't even
'Cause
realize. John
Scott's
Wall's
such
the
a
last time they won.
businessman.
Scott is a businessman, you said?
Well, he's like, so he just,
Yeah,
he's
you know Scott can
from
get down.
a lawyer family, but yeah.
You know Scott can get down. You know he can talk
we
smack.
all have another side to us,
Last night on the Matt George podcast, I did a show where I reached out to friends of mine, media members who cover...
Oh, we were going to do Tankathon.
Oh, yes. You know what? Let's do that first.
Let's do that first. Let's
do
get this out of the way.
Our Tankathon spin.
Yeah.
For the last time.
This is our last final Tankathon spin.
Do we have a sad song?
Sad song or a happy song?
We have this song.
Well, it's the final Tankathon.
Okay. So the Tankathon spin is done.
Why are you doing a half smile? I
So
hate this when Matt does this.
I am going to, like Kyle said, I'm going to reveal the picks in order the way that they would go.
Okay.
The 14th pick goes to the Charlotte Hornets.
Yay, congratulations, cock and nipple.
They stay in their spot.
No change.
The 13th pick goes to the Miami Heat.
Okay, no change. No change.
The 12th pick goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder by way of the Clippers.
Okay, no change yet. No change.
The 11th pick goes to the Golden State Warriors.
Okay, everything's exactly the same.
That's a little weird.
The 10th pick goes to the Chicago Bulls, which means the Milwaukee Bucks have jumped into the top 4, and that pick is therefore going to go to Atlanta.
Unless New Orleans also jumps into the top 4.
Yes.
Okay, that's
It's so confusing.
With the 9th pick, the Dallas Mavericks. That was the first spot the Kings could be in at 0.6%. The Dallas Mavericks drop a spot to the 9th pick.
Okay, this is looking good.
The 8th pick goes to the Milwaukee Bucks by way of the New Orleans Pelicans.
Okay.
All right, cool.
So it's good. We're good so far. No changes.
The 7th pick goes
Why
to
do
the
you keep doing this? He's like smirking every time now that he says.
goes to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay, still no change. This is good.
The 6th pick.
Uh-oh. Here it is.
Goes to the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, yeah!
Which means the Sacramento Kings. Well, hold on. The 5th pick goes to the Clippers by way of the Pacers.
Let's go. We're really feeling
Okay, so that
good.
means Washington, the
good.
Kings.
The top 4 is Washington, Utah, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Sacramento Kings.
Which is technically the Hawks.
The
Bucks is technically the Hawks.
So now we go to commercial break.
Okay.
These Final Four, the Kings are in it. Will they win? We'll see.
This is
commercial break.
This is the moment when years ago Knicks fans were tweeting, "We got Zion."
No, this is the moment where if this happens during the commercial break, I'm already doing laps. Because if the Kings are in the top 4, I don't care.
Matt's
they
gonna
win.
break his leg doing
Although I would love number 1 overall. The 4th pick goes to the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, baby.
Kings are
You're
top
talking
3.
Top 3.
The 3rd pick goes to your Sacramento Kings.
All right. Not bad.
Darren Peterson.
So either the Washington Wizards or the Utah Jazz will get the number 1 overall pick.
So right now, John Wall and Keontae George
I'm
are
not happy
smirking.
about that part, though.
So now this is what the NBA draft lottery does that I think is stupid. They will then reveal the 2nd pick. Dumb. I'm going to reveal the number 1 overall pick now. The winner of the 2026 final draft lottery sim. The Washington Wizards
I feel
win the
better
draft
about it.
lottery. The Utah Jazz get the 2nd overall pick.
I know you like Harry Potter.
But the Kings are top 3, which is likely either Cam Boozer or Caleb Wilson, depending upon who the Kings want.
Ooh-wee.
We did it, guys.
That's good stuff right
I
there.
will take this in a heartbeat.
Yeah, no,
I will take
great.
this in a heartbeat. Please, Lord. Let that happen.
Not bad.
And the Pacers losing their pick to the Clippers is hilarious.
I just wanted Utah to get a whoop on the butt.
Yeah, Utah gets 2, unfortunately.
So now AJ Debansa is going to withhold his medical records and demand his way out of Washington to try and land with
That's
Utah.
another part of the conversation too. The fact that it would be like the Kings and not the Utah or not the Washington Wizards.
That's what I'm saying.
Or like the Brooklyn Nets.
I
Funny.
agree.
Silly.
I
Anyway.
agree.
It would low-key just be anybody who is ahead of Utah at number 2. He clearly wants to go to Utah if he can control it.
Yes, it would make sense.
Will Hardy.
Okay. So.
You like jazz?
No. On last night's Matt George podcast, I reached out to friends of mine, media members who cover all the teams around the Kings in the draft lottery. And I asked them, give me either your board, your top picks for your team, or what you believe your team's board is.
Okay.
Whichever you feel more confident in. This is hypothetical. Got to clarify that so there's not a promo made about it. This is hypothetical. This is not them saying this is what the Washington Wizards draft board would be or the Memphis Grizzlies draft board would be. This is what they believe it would be or what their board would be if they had it. The idea of this, the thought process behind this is, okay, what are these other teams thinking so that if we can root for somebody to win that's not the Kings so that, in my case, if the Kings got the number 2 overall pick, who am I rooting to get number 1 so AJ could potentially fall to number 2? Does that even exist? That's the idea behind this thought process. So I gathered all these together and we'll go through them and then we'll talk about like takeaways from this. So we'll go in order. I reached out to a buddy of mine who covers the Wizards. Now, I'm not saying any of their names specifically because I don't know like if they want this to be floated out there. I'm not trying to say they reported this. My friend who covers the Washington Wizards said his board, he gave a top 5. AJ is number 1, but he said Darren Peterson is a very close second. Believe that there is, if the Wizards, like in our draft lottery sim we just did, got the number 1 overall pick, it sounds like they would really they would struggle or they would really look into those top 2. It wouldn't just be AJ or it wouldn't just be Darren.
It's not like a sold AJ.
So there's a chance if the Wizards win the draft lottery, maybe they go Darren Peterson number 1 overall. Cam Boozer was number 3, Caleb Wilson number 4, and then Keaton Wagler was number 5 for him. That's the Wizards. For the Pacers, friend of mine who's covered the Pacers for a very long time. Cam Boozer number 1.
What did I say yesterday? I go, was it the Pacers that...
AJ Debansa number 2, Darren Peterson number 3.
Okay.
The Nets, again, a friend of mine, covered the Nets for a long time. AJ Debansa number 1, Darren Peterson number 2, Caleb Wilson number 3, Cam Boozer number 4. The Jazz, AJ, Peterson, Wilson. So Cam Wilson also 3 on the Jazz board.
Okay.
The Grizzlies, AJ, Peterson, Boozer, Wilson. That's kind of the consensus top 4.
That's about the 4.
Atlanta, AJ, Boozer, Peterson, Wilson.
Okay.
The Mavs, AJ, Peterson, Boozer, Wilson again. And then finally, the Bulls. Now, this is a friend of mine who covers the Bulls. He's covered the Bulls for a long time.
Is this biased?
He said this is more his board.
Oh, okay.
He said AJ with 1 billion exclamation points. Then Boozer. Then Keaton Wagler. He loves himself Keaton Wagler.
Wow.
And then Caleb Wilson. So I don't know. Like the Keaton
Talk
Wagler
about
one.
a reach.
Keaton Wagler one we can just kind of smile with a little
In
bit.
his defense, this was before the creatine story came out.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is before the creatine story
And
came out.
Wagler, by the way, he's an Illinois guy.
Okay. So takeaway, any takeaway? I have a list of takeaways, but does anything, when you hear that, you react in any kind of way to it?
Well, the Pacers, because I said yesterday, it would not be surprising to me. We have had the convo on this show about the fit in Indy for Cam Boozer. And so to no surprise was it that when you mentioned your friend from Indiana, that Boozer was at the top of the list and not AJ.
Because we'd speculated, because they're a win now team. They're expecting to be right back in the finals next year.
Right, with Halliburton back.
And Boozer is the most, people think, immediate impact player, potentially. Yeah. AJ, I think, should be up there as well. But people believe Cam Boozer is the most ready plug-and-play impact player. The only thing that was confusing to me is they already have Pascal Siakam there, and they just traded for a big man in Zubats, who they could lose their pick in this draft if it falls to 5 because of that Zubats trade, which is what happened in our lottery sim. So that was the only skepticism I had. But one of my takeaways is if there's a chance that AJ falls to 2, if the Kings ended up at 2 and they really, really, really want AJ, then if we're rooting for anybody, according to this exercise, we'd root for Indiana probably to win it, number 1, and then maybe Washington to be second. Yeah. Because there is a chance, it sounds like Washington might go Darren Peterson. That doesn't mean it's rule of law, but that gives us maybe a reason to root for those teams.
I'm curious I'm thinking about that too in terms of Peterson in Washington, and that kind of makes sense to me. Why that would be, because he's the second pick, right? That they would take.
Peterson in Washington.
Well, it was close.
AJ and Peterson. So it's one of those two.
What would you think would be the better fit there?
AJ.
Yeah.
I mean, but AJ is consensus number 1 for me. Period. If every team, doesn't matter. I'm taking AJ number 1.
Doesn't even matter if you're the Pacers.
No, I'm taking AJ because I think AJ Debansa is still immediately impacting winning in Indiana.
Yeah, it's hard to it's hard to think any of these teams, like you said, are going to pass up on him. Honestly,
I think Darren Peterson too could be a great pick for Indiana to be a scoring guard next to Tyrese. Like I think the Pacers, if the Pacers get top 3, I don't think they can go wrong. But it was interesting to your point. It was interesting that Cam Boozer was number 1. Because I was always skeptical, like, would he be? And then it was like, immediately response was like, Cam Boozer's 1.
I know. I was like, okay, well, maybe you weren't too far off on that.
So if we're rooting for a team to win the lottery, if the Kings end up at number 2 and we want AJ, I guess we're rooting for either Indiana or Washington. However, skeptical Matt says both those teams would know how badly the Kings want AJ and say, we're drafting AJ unless you trade us something to move up to number 1. They might try and leverage that.
Oh, the old Danny Ainge with the Sixers and Markelle Fultz?
Hold it hostage, which would be fun to, not fun, but would be interesting to follow. Okay. Another takeaway of mine from this, I'm curious what you guys think on this. If the Kings really want Caleb Wilson, because Caleb Wilson's super high on my board, if the Kings really want Caleb Wilson, it sounds like there's a good chance. Like it almost seems like a coin flip. If we're following this model, it seems like a coin flip. Caleb Wilson will be either 3 or 4. Yeah. Like 4 is, everybody seems to think Caleb Wilson's going to be 4, but he might not be there.
I think he might go 3.
Yeah. We have reason to believe that based off this exercise.
And I think it's more so like once the season was done and people were actually able to see like the upside of him minus like him not getting to play in the postseason because the injuries. It's just too hard to ignore so much of who he could be as a player.
The athletic upside is unbelievable.
It's really up there.
The 3-point shot is concerning, but he has the potential to be a 2-way beast, and he's 6'10".
Yeah.
He's an athlete. He's a freak. God, I love him in Sacramento. But so maybe if the Kings end up at the 4th pick, not to discourage anybody, but if the Kings ended up with the 4th pick, and you're going, okay, we're getting Caleb Wilson. Not necessarily. Cam Boozer might be there.
Well,
which I'm not hating on Cam Boozer either.
I felt left out.
What do you mean?
I felt left out. I didn't get to do my own Tankathon.
Would you like to?
I already did it.
Oh,
I just did it.
Okay, so Kayla, let's set this up.
Okay.
Because Kayla, throughout all the Tankathon spins that we've done throughout the last 3 months of hell, Kayla has been way luckier than me. My spin had the Kings at 3.
Yeah.
Kayla's spin. Oh, I can see by the face you're not happy.
With the number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft,
There's no way.
It is your Sacramento Kings.
Now, I'm not one to question integrity. Was this the first spin?
Yes, I told you that. I did it during the whole thing. I just sat on it. It was literally
I heard you go, oh, and I can see your screen,
sitting on
so I
this
knew.
the
You've
whole
been
time.
sitting on it the whole time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I heard you have a guttural reaction to
did?
seeing
Yeah,
it.
maybe the Kings blew it by not sending Kayla Anderson to the draft lottery. I'm telling you.
I mean, you could still buy me a ticket.
What, are you going to loiter outside? Let me in.
Hashtag blame Deuce.
I'm Kayla Anderson.
I like, hey, Deuce, put me in your bag.
Man, I was excited. Like, I did a number 3 spin. I thought I finally did a good one. No, Kayla's got to 1-up me.
And that's
or 2
why
up me.
I was like side smirking a little because I was like, oh.
And now Matt's in overalls on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I'll take it.
Let's go. You're not wearing a shirt with it, right?
Well, no, wear a shirt to work and then change,
Matt's
I'll
just
do what I want.
Matt's driving in his car with just no shirt.
And then
his
that's gonna
overalls.
be the day my car breaks down finally. I'm on the side of the road in shirtless overalls.
This will be the day. I love it.
If anyone's listening here, if you're driving into work on Monday and you see a shirtless Matt George trying to fix his car on the side of 80, take a picture for us.
Okay.
Don't be scared. You can approach him.
Bitterness, you'll want to approach, trust me. Bitterness is compelling me to do multiple spins to see how long it takes me to get to number 1 overall.
Okay.
So I've done 4 spins now, and the Kings have been top 4 in all 4 spins. Now 5 spins, top 4.
But not number 1.
6 spins, 7. Yeah, I'm just seeing how long it takes me. Another top 4 for the Kings. This is good in terms of top 4s. I'm trying to see, because Kayla's stupid lottery luck, she gets to the first try. It's going to take me until the end of the show to get. Oh, there it is.
What? How many tries was that?
8.
Oh.
Well, that's literally their odds. It's an 11% chance.
Shut up, Kyle. Kayla's always got to be better than me. I know it just hurts.
By the way, I just did a one-time spin for the Tankathon, and you're not going to believe it.
Kyle did he got 1.
They got 9?
No, they got 7. But Will Hardy and the Jazz got number 1.
I have a bad feeling about this.
No, don't put that in the universe.
Okay, because I just if they do though, you guys get even a pick better than the Kings, I'm going to probably have to get off in terms of oops.
Yeah, you gotta.
About Will Hardy?
Go off. Go off.
Hey man, I won't yuck your yum.
I mean, if Will Hardy gets the number 1 pick, Kayla's just gonna be a mess.
have to go off when this happens. Good Lord.
Will Hardy
Just
gets
go
number
to
1
break.
overall, and she's
Go
gonna
to
get
break.
off apparently. Yeah, you and all of Salt Lake City apparently.
Okay, so I just want to establish this once more. It's the tanking is the reason why you don't want the Jazz to get the top pick, right?
Yes, they.
Okay.
No, the Jazz.
And she doesn't like Utah.
They bug me. They just get whatever they want there, and so now I've taken it out on the Jazz too.
Yeah, they get a baseball expansion team.
Yes, they got
or
a hockey
they got
team.
A hockey team.
And I just want Sacramento to get a baseball team.
She's doing it for us.
I am doing it for you guys.
You're doing it for us by hating the Jazz.
She's doing it for us, and then for her spite towards women who swoon over Will Hardy, apparently.
Yeah, Will Hardy.
So this is how much you care about Sacramento, Kayla, is that you're willing to put aside your Will Hardy feelings for the greater good.
I have the, because I post the podcasts, I have our YouTube studio app where I can see how the shows or the shows are doing and the comments and stuff like that.
Okay.
And almost every other day, there's a new comment on one of our YouTube shorts, which is you talking mess about Utah from someone from Utah mad at you. if you get the time, the comment section of that short is full of Utah Jazz fans like, F this chick.
How many views does that have?
Let's check.
Wait, what podcast was it?
No, it's just a short. A YouTube short from our show when you were just ripping
the original rant that we use as a drop got cut as a short.
And Utah's getting all the pro teams now. I'm done with them. Done with the state.
Yeah, okay, so let me find this.
So that clip is apparently viral, and people in Utah keep commenting on it.
Well, I was going to say something, but I'm not
Nah.
going to.
Come on, follow up. What's the worst that could happen?
Can't be worse than the Will
Here we
Hardy
go.
joke you made already.
Oh, no, that's the wrong one.
This is like an episode of Mean Tweets.
Do we have to break? Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll find this during the break. By the way, other quick takeaways from this exercise.
I want to read them.
You want to read the tweets?
Well, it's called Mean Tweets.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Other takeaways from this exercise: if the Bulls have the second overall pick, there's a chance Darren Peterson could be there at number 3. If the Kings are at 3,
okay.
And finally, and Kyle pointed this out too. This stood out to me. No mention of Darius Acuff Jr. Period, even including in the teams that gave us a top 5, which means that maybe if the Kings were to fall to that 6, 7, or 8 range, maybe Darius Acuff Jr. would be there. So it doesn't necessarily have to be doom and gloom. We could still get a guy that we really like at that range. So maybe that's a little positive to take out of it. We'll take the break. When we come back, I will find the mean things that people are saying about Kayla's Utah Jazz take on the internet. And we'll play a new game called Loose Lyrics. We'll see how well Kayla knows lyrics, if they're real lyrics or if I made them up. That's coming up next on Matt Kayla, Sacktown Sports.
Should the Kings call the Memphis Grizzlies about trading for Ja Morant?
What are we doing? Why in the world? You got Zach LaVine, and at worst, you got one more year of that. Why would you want to bring in Ja? I don't get it. I don't see it. It's not a thing, and I'm done with it. Drop the mic.
All right, take it easy. It was just a question, Whitey.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sacktown Sports 1140.
Country in the Park is back this weekend at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert, John Party, Chris Young, Turnpike Troubadours, Dylan Scott, and more. Line dancing live DJs, Mechanical Bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park this weekend, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with Carl's Jr., RVs of Sacramento, and Atkins Family Vineyards. More info at CITPFest.com.
When life calls for a little extra, a kitchen upgrade, paying off debt, or that dream vacation, Valley Strong Credit Union is here to help. With a Valley Strong home equity loan, you can tap into your home's value with competitive rates, flexible terms, and local guidance you can trust. Get approved in as little as 5 minutes, with funding in as few as 5 days. Your goals are within reach. Visit valleystrong.com to get your offer today. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your possibilities. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 456506.
Now through May 24th at Big O Tires, get $80 to $120 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nexen, Nitto, or Sumitomo tires with installation purchase. Book your appointment online today. Disposal fees extra, not good with other offers. See your locally owned Big O Tires dealer for pricing.
Sacramento! Now you've got a place for all things dance.
The all-new Energy 100.5 HD2.
Where dance music lives. Dance vibes anytime and any place when you get the free Now 100.5 app.
Or listen at 100.5 HD2.
Sacramento River Cats baseball all summer long. The River Cats Summer Pass gets you into every game this summer with no blackout dates and includes access to the Sky River Casino Solon Club. Lock it in and don't miss a moment. Get your River Cats Summer Pass at rivercats.com.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Nova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. And Nova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InnovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Nova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sacktown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Imran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sacktown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sacktown Sports.
Monster Truck Madness storms into the Stockton Dirt Track with the most affordable penalty fun on May 9th. Tickets start at $15. Admission includes the bid party. Meet the drivers, touch the trucks, feel the power. And don't miss $10 Monster Truck rides that put you in the action. Save money now at StocktonDirtTrack.com.
10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Matt and Kayla on Sacktown Sports 1140.
I have now shown Kayla Anderson the YouTube short of her talking about Utah
trying to think
not deserving the #1 overall pick.
I just love it because, like, the other day, I'm as transparent as hell. So I do not care.
There's no filter.
The stupidest thing that you can do is, like, resort to talking about my looks. Like, that's the funniest thing about when people leave comments.
Is that what people are doing?
So there was one about, I don't know why, maybe it's because I use lip gloss throughout the show, but people, like, keep talking about my lips. I'm like, y'all, I don't have anything done to them. So maybe it's just my lip gloss that I use and it, like, enhances the look.
Lip gloss is popping.
But I had about 3 comments on that alone.
Oh, did it
So,
lock?
yeah, it just locked on me.
Do you have any mean tweets you wanted to read or mean comments that you wanted to read?
There was, like, a couple that were like, what was, like I said, I had that one that I just had told you about that had no relation to what it was. Oh, this was, just because your organization won't do this because they actually suck doesn't mean you have to come at the Jazz, because we all know if it was anyone else, y'all wouldn't say a thing. So shut up.
Also, congratulations, Kayla is now she's officially Kings indoctrinated because it's your organization now. So Kayla's one of us.
Let's go.
Also,
I like your limited fake Utah person. It's
Wasn't that good?
We talked ish about the Pacers and the Nets and the Wizards and everybody else.
Exactly. Is this the one right here? I can't. There's not a lot that I like see that like called like she. So I'm trying to look for the ones that. Oh, this take is so bad it numbs my brain. Taking has been around forever, and it's wild to think a small market team wouldn't want the system completely within the rules, this is in parentheses, by the way, to be successful. I also don't think people understand what's happening right now in Utah. They just bought an NHL team in the same building and are desperately trying to manage a playoff run while making renovations to their building. 2 playoff runs right now would have been catastrophic for both teams. All that to say, you don't know what you're talking about. Those are just a couple of the mean tweets.
Hey, listen, at least people from Utah are saying negative things about you, because our comment section on our show just talks ish about me all day. So at least it's other people.
It could make you, at least yours is not about your appearance every day.
Well, because there's
So
everybody already knows.
You know, being a woman, gotta deal with it.
Can't relate to that part.
That's a crazy idea of both teams making the playoffs would have been catastrophic for the city of Salt Lake City.
We can't win too much now.
Yeah.
We can't win too much.
So they purposely tanked the basketball team so that the hockey team could have 3 playoff games?
Makes sense to me.
I thought that explanation was actually the most, it was like you took it that seriously, bro, that you had to like go and explain every little bit of every part of my breakdown.
All that to say, you don't know what you're talking about.
I also, guys, Utah fans, am having fun at my job. And I'm going to play into something. And so it's not just like I'm dead serious all around about it. But yes, Utah drives me crazy.
It's Teacher Appreciation Week, and my wife is a teacher, and a mom brought in a pan of enchiladas for her today.
I love enchiladas.
I'm eating good tonight.
Homemade enchiladas?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so you're telling me that you got your wife's birthday, Mother's Day, and Teacher Appreciation Week all within the same, 4 days?
I'm in debt, Kyle. I'm in debt. I have no money left. She took it all. She took it all.
But, like, that's unfortunate for her. Like, all of the good vibes.
Unfortunate for her?
All the good vibes are congregated together for the rest of the year.
She gets to be a goddess for a week.
She gets all the serotonin she needs, but then what about the other 51
And I don't
weeks?
even get my birthday month. It's our birthday month. Ew. I have
What?
to share?
I have to. Because
No, I'm talking about my wife.
Oh, that's right.
Not you.
Gosh, yeah, you've got too many May birthdays around you.
There's a ton.
When's Artie's birthday?
August.
August
25th.
what?
25th.
Okay, my nephew's is the 30th.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Let's play a game called Loose Lyrics. This is a discovery we made last week that Kayla Anderson loves to sing. She loves to do karaoke. I've heard her sing. Great voice. Doesn't necessarily always know lyrics to songs, though. And we just then go to making up our own lyrics. Well,
all right.
The first edition of Loose Lyrics, the way the game is going to work is I've compiled...
This is funny.
I've compiled a collection of real lyrics from real songs. I have also compiled a list of lyrics that I completely made up.
Okay.
I'm quite proud of some of these.
It's a lot of work.
You tell me if it's a real song or not. Another edition of Loose Lyrics we're going to do later is having you finish the lyrics. I can't wait for that. But for today, is the following a real lyric from a real song or something that Matt made up? I don't chase dreams, I negotiate nightmares. Turned my doubts into currency, then spent it on silence. Real lyrics? By the way, these are from rap songs, rock songs, country songs, pop songs. It's in many different genres.
Okay.
Or you made it up.
Or I made it up.
Or you made it up.
Thinking like many different genres.
There's a very funny AI lyric software that will come up with funny stuff like
I
this.
tried a couple of those and they were so bad, I was like, I'm just doing these myself.
Okay, sometimes the way you do things, you can give away yourself.
Oh, you're playing poker? You're reading me?
I mean, I'm trying to know how to navigate this because
Okay.
this is hard.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of songs out there, in the atmosphere.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say that you made this up.
Kayla's correct.
Woo!
That is one of mine. I don't chase
That's actually
dreams.
pretty
I
good.
negotiate nightmares, turn my doubts into currency, then spent it on silence. That's something that I came up with.
That's pretty good.
All right, the next one. Again, all genres. You taste like a song I forgot the words to, but hum anyway in the shower, hoping it comes back to me.
That is a country song, dude.
Okay, first of all, those lyrics are wild. And sound like they shouldn't be true, but I'm going to say they're true.
Those are the work of Matt George, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God!
I knew.
I thought too hard on that one.
If I went so weird, I was like, I figured.
That's pretty funny.
Wait,
All right.
but you him in the shower?
No.
Like you.
You taste like a song I forgot
Yeah.
the words to, but hum anyway in the shower,
Yeah.
hoping it comes back to me. All right, next one. Cooking in the kitchen, and I'm in the bedroom. I'm in the Olympics, way I'm jumping through hoops. Real lyrics, or Matt George made them up?
First of all, I don't like the lyrics, and they're stupid. But I don't want to put that on you.
You've heard my work.
I think they're real.
Those are lyrics from Positions
Yes!
by Ariana Grande.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Oh!
Cooking
And
in the
I
kitchen.
kind of like that song.
And I'm in the bedroom. I'm in the Olympics, way I'm jumping through hoops. All
You know
right,
what? Facts.
Next one.
Okay.
So, girl, leave your boots by the bed.
Yeah.
We ain't leaving this
Yeah.
room till someone needs medical help.
Medical help?
What?
Is it a
Good
lyric or did I make it up?
Lord. That's intense.
Real lyrics or Matt George
The
lyrics?
first part of it did sound real.
So, girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room
Till you
till
need
someone needs medical help.
Jeez Louise, well, I don't want to be in that position. I'm going to say it's real.
Those are lyrics from Cover Me Up by Jason Isbell. It's a country song.
What? I knew it was. The boots part gave it away.
Yeah, I mean, what else would it have been for country?
All right, next one.
Until someone needs medical help is crazy.
Those are disturbing lyrics, Matt.
Next one.
Where did you find that?
I know.
Is that in your Spotify playlist?
No. This took me like 2 hours, and I had a lot of fun doing this.
Good job, Matt. Way to go.
Next song. Real lyrics, or did Matt make these up? I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
I think those are fake. I think those are yours.
Kayla.
Those are lyrics from Creep by Radiohead.
Come on. I'm a creep.
I don't really
I'm a weirdo.
Okay,
Come on. That is.
I know that song.
When you say them, though, they sound absurd. That's why I picked this one.
When you said that, I'm like, okay, there's no way Kayla's going to get that one wrong.
Next one. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. So let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
That's a real one.
What?
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. So let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
That is the Bad Touch by Bloodhound
Yep.
Gang. All right, next one. I'm sifting through these. There's so many good ones.
This is so funny.
Cuddle up, I'm Big Spoon. Give you this scoop when I cup. Little sprinkles and a cherry, guaranteed to fill you up.
Okay, first of all, those aren't bad. So if you made these up, you should start to put together a song here with this.
Me?
I think those
or
are
a
Matt's.
rap song?
I think those are Matt's.
I think it's Matt.
I'm very proud of these lyrics that I came up with. Ice cream references.
That was
you?
That was me.
I told you that was
me.
really good.
Yeah.
I give you a bar. That
was
sounds
really
like something
good.
Ludacris would sing.
Luda, cuddle up. I'm the big spoon. Give you this scoop when I cup.
That's really good. I like that.
All right.
All right.
Next one. I think you can guess what genre this is from. Girl, you remind me of my truck. Loud, a little stubborn, and expensive.
Well, screw this guy, whoever wrote that. Also, Chris Watkins, if you're listening, can we just cut Matt reading the lyrics like normally?
I know. I think that that's a song.
You think that's a country song?
Yeah.
Those are Matt George
those are
lyrics.
Matt George's. He had to get one of his own country songs in there.
That was.
Yep.
Girl, you remind me of my truck. Loud, a little stubborn, and expensive.
Well, you could have rhymed truck with something else, you know?
That would have made it too obvious.
That should have been a giveaway.
Well, you also couldn't say it on the radio.
All right, next one. I hate that you love me. All these years took their toll. Wish I would have known. Death do us part was the goal.
Gotta be a lyric in a real song. Nope.
Those are Matt George lyrics
Dang
right there, ladies
it!
and gentlemen.
I was on a roll, I feel like, and now I'm just tumbling.
I think you're like 40%. Like King's top 4 odds. You're like 40%.
Okay.
We were at the beach. Everybody had matching towels. Somebody went under a dock, and there they saw a rock.
Okay.
This is like Sesame Street,
okay, I'm going to
Ryan.
tell you right now, you do not want these to be your lyrics. So I will say it's a song.
This is a banger of a classic, Rock Lobster by the B-52s.
Oh, yes! Rock
we were at
Lobster.
the beach. Everybody
Yep.
had matching towels.
Yep.
Somebody went under a dock, and there they saw a rock.
Yep.
It was a rock lobster.
Oh, yeah,
Yep,
I've
that's
heard
it.
that.
All right, we'll do 2 more really quick.
That's funny.
Cup half full, I prefer the better things. People with no money act like money isn't everything.
Yes, that's a lyric.
That's Marvin's Room
Yes.
by Drake.
Marvin's Room. Mm-hmm.
And finally,
Give me a good one.
See, I already know it's Matt because he's laughing. I
I
already know it's a Matt one.
I know. He just gave it away on his face. He's
yesterday
laughing.
was Thursday.
Oh, gosh.
Today is Friday.
Junior.
Tomorrow is Saturday.
That's a lyric.
That's from Rebecca Black's Friday.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, there you go.
That's how
Loose lyrics.
stupid it was.
I think you're like 50%.
I knew that you weren't that stupid.
That's pretty good. I don't know. Some of my lyrics are pretty stupid.
I don't know. I thought
there you go.
Majority of your lyrics are the ones that I thought were pretty good.
The first edition of Loose Lyrics was a success.
Really good.
We'll do another game of Loose Lyrics later where Kayla has to finish the lyrics to actual songs.
Well, we might have to beep some of this out.
But coming up next, it's time for Kayla's 2-minute drill as we shift gears to football. It's Matt and Kayla on Sacktown Sports.
For the second consecutive year, the San Jose Sharks will own the number 2 pick in the NHL Draft. With a talented young core of Macklin Celebrini, Michael Misa, Will Smith, and William Eklund, are the Sharks emerging as legitimate playoff contenders in the Western Conference. Your local sports leader, Sacktown Sports 1140.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Turn up the volume. Here's your Sacktown Sports live events calendar, where the action goes way beyond the game. Starting things off June 5th, don't miss a legend, Ringo Starr and his all-star band, live at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Then it's time for summer fun. The El Dorado County Fair runs June 18th through the 21st, packed with rides, live music, great food, and nonstop entertainment. On June 20th, turn it up with the rock favorites, Night Ranger at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. June 26th, another icon hits the stage, John Fogerty at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Laugh it up July 18th with comedian Gary Owen at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. Then August 16th, country superstar Kane Brown takes over Ironstone Amphitheater. September 11th, slow it down with the soulful sounds of Anthony Hamilton at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. And on October 2nd, rock legends Leonard Skinner brings the classic to Ironstone Amphitheater. Concerts, comedy, legends, all in one place. The Sacktown Sports live events calendar. More details at sacktownsports.com.
The statewide direct primary election is June 2nd. All registered voters will receive their ballot in the mail. Check to make sure you're registered correctly at elections.sackcounty.gov or call 800-762-8019.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sacktown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
Trust EB Stone, where 100 years of expertise means your garden thrives naturally. Try cactus and succulent soil mix and Sure Start or all-purpose fertilizers. Visit ebstone.org for a location near you. EB Stone, for the life of your garden.
It's time for the 2-minute drill. Kayla Anderson has the ball, and she's taking us around the world of football. It's Kayla's 2-minute drill on Matt and Kayla.
I think it's fair to say Kayla nailed the first edition of Loose Lyrics.
Not bad.
And now she's about to take us through the biggest stories in the 2-minute drill, including the first story. Finally, Kayla!
Finally, we've been talking about this so long. And I do want to say, I added just now 2 new stories, so I'm not even going to probably get to the bottom part, which is good because these are way better for the 2-minute drill. Let's do it. Let's go around the National Football League. Starting with this. Finally, a new home. That is right. We are talking about former 49ers wide receiver Juwan Jennings, who has finally landed in a spot that he can call home. The Vikings and Juwan Jennings agreeing to a deal, a 1-year deal. This came out later yesterday, providing the team with a very reliable, I would say, third receiver on that team. And not a bad one indeed, because they've got Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison there. The deal, though, this is the interesting part, folks. Yep. Can anyone guess really quick in here what you think? You've already seen.
I've already seen it.
Kyle, did you see the deal?
I have not.
Okay, what do you think the deal is worth for 1 year?
1 year, $9 million.
Okay, you're under. It is worth $13 million.
Okay.
However, by the way, he has one of the so-called best NFL agents in the league, and it's Drew Rosenhaus, right? But he was asking when he first went to free agency over $20 million per year.
Didn't the Niners, because I saw this, I read this yesterday, and unless I'm wrong, this is just fabricated. Pretty sure the Niners offered him last offseason $17 a year, didn't they?
I think it was around that.
The market has spoken.
The market has spoken, and it is giving you $13 million for a year with the Vikings. But again, not a bad landing spot. They're going to have Kyler Murray there. You know my thoughts on Kyler, but I do feel like Kyler doesn't have an excuse now. He's got plenty of weapons around him. He's got a really good head coach that's quarterback friendly. So there is an excuse for Kyler now in Minnesota, but congrats on Juwan Jennings.
Do we know at all about the guaranteed money in the deal?
Let me look to see
Not
if
to
we've got a
derail
guaranteed.
it too much.
By the way, yes, Matt Mayoko said he had a multi-year offer at about $17 million.
There you go. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any guaranteed money on here. So that could come out, though, in the next, day or so, I would think.
We still have to see what happens with Stephon Diggs. I am a little bit bummed out that the Raiders didn't do this. A little bit bummed out.
I actually thought Juwan would maybe end up there. I have a feeling, Matt, Diggs is going there. I truly do.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And you could probably get him for pretty cheap, too. So.
All right.
All right, coming up. This is a new one. What a haul. Breece Hall. That is right, of the Jets, the running back. Really good running back.
Jets.
Right.
Jets suck.
Guess what? He has a 3-year, $45.75 million extension that he is signing. That has just been given out today, that information per his agent. The contract includes $20 million in guarantees. And what I love about it, his agent is a freaking baller, and it's Nicole Lynn of Clutch Sports. She is a baller. She's literally my idol. Because if I weren't in sports broadcasting, I would have went to school to be a lawyer and to be an agent. And so I live vicariously through Nicole Lynn, who, by the way, gets her people paid.
Yeah. Not only did you get paid as a running back,
right?
You got paid as the New York Jets running back.
Exactly.
That's good.
So the average per year, if you're wondering, you guys, is $15.25 million for running backs. That ranks third among running backs, just behind Saquon Barkley, who's at 20.6, and Christian McCaffrey, who's at 19 mil.
So you know what I actually like about this deal? He got paid.
Yeah.
Which is always good for a running back. But this deal is not unfathomable in the sense that, it doesn't guarantee he's now stuck in the pits of hell of the Jets. I can reasonably see that deal get moved depending upon the situation. So he has guaranteed money, and there is a chance, depending upon how things go, that maybe a team can come in and swoop him up and take him to, success.
Exactly. I know. That's the one thing the YouTube comment was like, poor Breece. I know. And it's like, it is initially that's what you think. But hey, he's getting paid, and maybe they can start to figure things out there if they get a quarterback next year. But it might be a little bit of time.
Okay, we got to get to the next one.
Are you guys ready for this?
I'm ready.
I promised you
the finale.
that I wasn't going to let it go out at 5. I promised you a replacements 6.
Yes.
The finale.
Finally.
The finale is here.
It's over.
Replacement 6 has come out in theaters near you, and it is the NFL Referees Association ratifying a new 7-year collective bargaining agreement. This happened today with the NFL. Obviously, the old one was going to expire at the end of the month. And you guys all that listen to the show, and if you're new to the show, this has been an ongoing thing, right? We didn't know if this would even happen before the end of the month because it was pretty much like decided there was all these temporary refs that were coming in, replacement refs.
Yep.
But I think NFL fans can take a sigh of relief now because it looks like this is done and we should be good to go.
No replacement referees, which is good for all of us football-wise. Kind of bad for content, though. Not gonna lie. Kind of bad. Kind of bad for content.
It is kind of bad for content because I really just enjoyed like bringing a new Fast and the Furious, a new type of long.
No.
Is there another one going to come out, by the way?
Probably.
Of Fast and the Furious?
Side note, we can't go down this rabbit hole too much. Have you seen the trailer for the new Odyssey movie?
No.
And have you seen the star-studded cast? Watch that either during the break or at some point.
Okay.
That movie looks amazing. Anyway, carry on.
All right. No, that, I mean, I can get to more, but I think that's a good way
It's a good way to stop.
Yes, it's a good, oh, congratulations, Michael Penix Jr., marrying his longtime girlfriend. He is a married man, and from my really good friend that covers the Atlanta market, she says they are some of the nicest people you will ever meet, so congrats to the Penixes.
Well, according to one of our great callers, Dwayne, that's a bad thing. Now that you're married, he said Keegan got married, he hasn't been the same here in Sacramento.
Here's the thing, just have a kid, and then you'll have new dad power.
Like Shea Langoliers, who came back last night, and, well, the A's put the whooping on the Phillies.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
It was nice to see. But we got more football to talk about. Mini camp, or rookie mini camp, has begun for the San Francisco 49ers. And why don't we hear from some players and coaches ahead of mini camp? Plus, for the last time, we'll go over the Kings draft lottery odds heading into their pivotal Sunday. It's Matt and Kayla. 1 hour left this week on Sacktown Sports.
Listen up, Niner gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 17th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 17th. We'll see you there.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Pet owners and parents know the struggle. Every time dogs or kids go outside, they track mud right back in. If you're tired of scrubbing floors, you need Muddy Mat, the anti-mud mat that cleans paws and shoes before they ruin your home. Only Muddy Mat features thousands of ultra-soft microfibers that are 5 times more absorbent than ordinary mats, instantly trapping dirt and water to protect your floors. Put it by every door, under pet bowls, in the kitchen for spills. It even makes a perfect bath mat. And it's 100% machine washable, so cleanup is effortless.
Since getting Muddy Mat, I don't worry about what my dog gets into. His paws are clean the second he steps off.
No more mopping.
I love it. Thank you, Muddy Matt.
Right now, get a free medium Muddy Mat with your order of 2 or more mats at buymuddymat.com. This offer is only available at buymuddymat.com. That's BUYMUDDYMAT.com. Don't wait. Get your free Muddy Mat today at buymuddymat.com.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
With so many newsletters, blogs, podcasts, and such about the game of golf, I appreciate the listen here at Golf to Go. But here's one I look forward to in my inbox. It's called Power Fades and written by a fellow New Englander named Jim McCabe. He covered the game for the Boston Globe for 23 years, going on to cover the PGA Tour for Golf Week magazine, followed by a position with the PGA Tour as Senior Manager of Communications. Since 2021, he has self-published his digital golf newsletter called Power Fades. McCabe says he has a passion for playing golf that is surpassed only by his passion for writing about people who have a passion for playing golf. I open his newsletter with a smile on my face, knowing I'll encounter another's highs and sometimes lows as McCabe writes with great sentiment about regular people's regular lives and their place in the game. And his front 9 musings add humorous reflections to this tidy package. Visit powerfades.com now and thank me later. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacktown Sports 1140.
It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Welcome back into Matt and Kayla here on Sacktown Sports. We are getting into the final hour. So if you're cruising in your cars, don't turn us off just yet. We're having fun today.
We're getting you ready for draft lottery weekend.
And
Also,
mentally preparing you for Matt's overall show.
Listen, I can't wait. If the Kings win the draft lottery, I will show up in overalls proudly.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Overalls with no shirt.
No shirt underneath.
So
and some wheat in his mouth.
That's right.
That part, probably not happening.
Tractor Supply, baby.
Probably going to get like a toothpick.
Then we'll get something else for your mouth.
I forgot to tell you guys this in my 2-minute drill. It was one of the things I was going to add. But now that we're talking about the NFL and the 49ers in just a second.
Rookie minicamp.
Get ready, people. Put it on your calendar. NFL has confirmed that the schedule release will be next Thursday, May 14th.
Hell yeah.
Get ready.
Guess what we're doing for 4 hours?
Right? We're just going to break down.
Yeah, they're going to leak out little by little.
Listen,
they are going to leak out.
Schedule breakdowns are so annoying.
I know.
But then they're so fun. When the King, just wait.
I know.
Kayla, when the King's schedule comes out.
And that's even longer.
You're going to look at me like I'm a freaking idiot. Okay, so on March 12th.
So I'm not the only one who dissects this stuff?
God, yeah.
All right.
As if we're going to predict wins and losses.
Yeah.
I predict on February 3rd, when the Kings take the Dallas Mavericks on, A.J. Debansa will not be playing because he has a sprained ankle.
Oh, it's so much fun.
This is a 40-win team.
But last year we knew that the Kings were screwed because we saw the first part of the schedule. We were like, 20 games in, they play all great teams.
Well, that's
We're
actually
cooked.
true.
Oh, and then we overreact to the amount of national TV games.
Oh, this is what they do. This is what we do in the NFL.
Come on, it's the greatest time.
All right, well, now you get me for the 49ers and the Raiders because I'm going to react to every single bit of it.
So we do have this that we're going to get to on Monday because I don't know if we're going to have the show out or the time in the show today. The NFL strength of schedule ratings are out, though. So who has the easiest and who has the hardest schedules?
Okay,
That's
cool.
out. So we can at least have a little fun with that on Monday when we're done celebrating / melting down
I think
about
that's a good idea.
whatever happens in the draft lottery. But rookie minicamp is here, y'all. It's here. I'm watching videos of the Raiders and seeing what Kirk Cousins is doing out there with Fernando Mendoza. And I'm seeing all this great stuff, and now all the Niners stuff is starting to come out, right? Including hearing from some of these rookies and coordinators for the first time. And speaking of one of their rookies, their top pick, Dazon Stribling, spoke about Mike Evans, Ricky Pearsall, and Jordan Watkins, and how all three of them reached out to their new rookie receiver after the draft.
Some of the guys in your room that have reached out to you?
Almost everybody, talk a lot to Ricky, Mike Evans, Jordan Watkins, right? So he's trying to just be familiar with everyone so we have a good relationship.
What was that to have Mike Evans reach out?
It was nice, looked up to him a lot growing up, so it's kind of nice that I'm sharing a room with him. The opportunity to learn from him will be very special.
So already you have the camaraderie of the wide receiver room coming together.
It's so good for any rookie. And I know Stribling's had a lot of years already in college. He's a more mature player, which Kyle Shanahan likes. But when it comes down to it, there's no more valuable experience than in the NFL, in a wide receiver room, with guys that have done it for a long time. Mm-hmm. And with guys that can just show you, the adjustments are always hard for whoever it is entering the league. To have a guy like Mike Evans, who has been there and done it for a really long time at a really high level, I would be thrilled if I were Stribling to pick that man's brain.
Yeah, you talk about wanting to be a sponge and just that's the thing that we hear a lot when rookies come in is veterans always encourage you, ask a lot of questions. And I know rookies I don't want to annoy Mike Evans with the amount of questions that I asked. But that would be that's 100% what I would do. I would be every little detail. It's like, Mike Evans, what do I do here? What are my feet here? What about this? I would be annoying the hell out of them.
You cannot, some of the best things that I heard in a locker room covering young players was when we did ask, did you pick the brains of so-and-so? The worst thing you can say is no, a lot of the guys I would talk to, at least this day and age, what I do like about these young rookies is they aren't afraid to pick those brains. I think I would probably have been a little nervous at first, right? To be I don't want to be annoying. But give credit to a lot of these rookies that are I'm going to take advantage of this.
Kyle, sorry to do this on the air. I tried clicking the link and it didn't work, so I just want to make sure you have the Clay Kubiak talking about how Brock Purdy can improve.
So, but when you really evaluate where you felt like he was at his best, what does he need to work on? He's always got to strive to be better in the pocket, whether that's your footwork, your mechanics in the pocket, remaining a passer in situations where you can make a play down the field. And then things we're always striving for with him is understanding defense better, accuracy, all those things. So, but I think Brock, as we're really watching these cut-ups, he's really striving to be a better, stronger player in the pocket, and we're going to work on those things this offseason.
Kayla, I'm really looking forward to Niners training camp and having a conversation with you about Brock Purdy's leadership, because last year I was covering Niners training camp. I went every year with my partner Kevin John from ABC 10, and last year was the first training camp after Brock Purdy had signed his extension. So it's okay, now you're the franchise quarterback according to payroll. How do you live up to that? To me, one of the major storylines with what Brock is facing this year is now you're a veteran. Now it's your job to make the receivers around, to make people around you better. You benefited from playing with McCaffrey and Kittle and all these guys, and people use that to undermine you, but that's just all noise. Now, how do you as a quarterback make Stribling, make Pearsall, make these guys better? Because good quarterbacks get receivers paid, right? Good quarterbacks get offensive linemen paid.
Sure.
So that's an element. That's the next step of Brock Purdy's evolution, in addition to what Kubiak just talked about there, working in the pocket and mechanics and things of that nature. That side of leadership of how Brock elevates everybody around him, that's the next step that I'm looking for from Purdy.
What I'm looking for Purdy, first and foremost, is stay on the field.
Well, stay healthy, yeah.
Okay? Because I know that Purdy has dealt with his own issues that have not allowed him to be on the field, therefore not allowing him to be consistent enough to grow in the pocket or work on that footwork or do things where if you have a throw before you decide to scramble or whatever. Mm-hmm. Those are all things you're going to learn if you stay on the field.
Sure.
And that's first and foremost what I want to see out of Brock. Love me some Mac Jones. By the way, if you've not seen the clips of 49ers fans doing their favorite MJ stuff. It's
49ers
hilarious.
players?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Was that like a Niners golf tournament?
It was a golf tournament, I believe.
Because Jerry Rice was out there.
There's a ton of big names out there.
Purdy was out there.
Yeah, and Mac Jones was doing like his best Michael impersonation, which was hilarious. As much as I like Mac, I need Purdy to be healthy and to do exactly what you said, to be able to make his receivers better, therefore making his offense better. So that's up, to a little luck, but Purdy as well to be ready for this season.
Looking in the Niners division, the Seahawks won a Super Bowl on the backs of their defense. That's no disrespect to JSN.
No, but it's
and Darnold.
Big part.
Darnold, not Bradford. Darnold.
Bradford.
I always want to say Sam Bradford. Not even close.
That's another one too.
Yeah, not even close. And then you had the LA Rams, who very clearly addressed their defense. Defense is the Raiders would like, or Niners would like to get healthy defensively, but also get back to what their defense used to be a couple of years ago. And new defensive coordinator Raheem Morris is taking that responsibility on. Well, here's a couple clips from Raheem Morris. The first one, him talking about his relationship with head coach Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. That led into him taking this job.
Or knew more about Kyle, knew more about Lynch. Obviously, those are guys that I've been really close to just throughout the whole process of everything, right? Having the ability to coach Lynch when I was a very young football coach, being around that culture and what it meant, and then having a chance to be a coach with Kyle and being a coach with Kyle in multiple spots, and then having an opportunity to come out here. And then you get out here and you see what everything is like, what they've done together, how they built this thing to be able to run the draft, be able to run the process, be able to run the standard of play, being around these guys. And then, really competing against these guys, you get this healthy respect of just, you love to be a part of that.
So obviously they're on the same page. That's good.
Yeah, it's
at the very least.
Kyle, obviously, he knows and he's particular about who he brings in to the organization in terms of being his coordinators or assistants. If Kyle does not believe in you, does not feel that you can work with him and his expectations, because look, let's be honest, we've said it a lot of times on this show, Kyle is a particular type of coach. Like, he wants things his way. He's not always, going to admit that he's wrong. And you have to be kind of a special coordinator or assistant to work for him. And it's what makes him good, though. I mean, a lot of the good coaches, this is how they are. I love it because Morris is coming off of a failed head coaching attempt with the Falcons. Just like Robert Saleh was coming off a failed head coaching attempt with the Jets. Now, we can say that maybe Saleh was unfairly put in a position there, that maybe he was a better head coach than some thought. Regardless, they came to the 49ers, a lot of these guys, and have revived themselves in their careers.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see what Raheem Morris does. But it's almost like we talk about that interim manager energy. I almost think there's like a failed head coach energy. When they go to their next spot, they kind of shine as that coordinator again.
A chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
In addition to, I don't have all the pressures of every decision, but I can lock in on what got me a head coaching position in the first place.
Right. And as long as the defense can stay healthy, they've got some incredible parts for Raheem Morris to work with.
You've got playmakers for sure. That defensive coordinator position has been like a golden ticket to another head coach opportunity.
No doubt.
Robert Saleh's got head coach opportunities from that spot twice. You had, of course, D'Amico Ryans, who's been the head coach and pretty successful with the Houston Texans because of how good of a defensive coordinator he was for Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco. So that's a coveted spot that Raheem Morris finds himself in. Of course, because it's so coveted, that means you have to perform in that spot. And Raheem Morris spoke on this year's draft class, the new crop of talent that he's bringing in to help plug in alongside veterans like Bosa and Warner to hopefully get that Niners defense back on track.
It was a cool process for me to be a part of, to find consensus with the organization. I figured who just asked the question about, defensive thoughts and ideas, but like it's cool to be able to try to express those things to those guys and those guys to formulate and find ways to be able to help you formulate those things and get those people in the building. But there was certainly some pool party people, both offense and defensively. Being nosy, having the ability to coach on offense and defense, you got a chance to see Strickland. You got a chance to see all these different guys that you were able to acquire on defense. And like the way and the manner that we went about getting them, I thought was very unique and I thought was pretty cool to watch.
That's got to be fun too, because you're the head of the defense, you're the captain of the defense, so naturally you're putting your sharpest eye towards the defensive talent in the draft that you need and want. But also coming from a head coach spot where you had to look at the offensive side too. Hey, let me weigh in on Stribling a little bit as well. Like, that's valuable.
But that's what you want to do. You want to pick the brains of all of your really valuable coordinators or coaches, because, like you said, you could be on defense, but what a defensive-minded, coach can say about an offensive player is sometimes even more valuable, because it's like they're looking at it in a different way.
I feel like it might have been Andy Reid. I don't remember who, but I vividly remember an NFL head coach, a pretty prominent NFL head coach. They might not be coaching anymore. I genuinely don't remember who it was, talking about how when evaluating offensive talent, a lot of times the people that you wanted to talk to are on the defensive end of the ball, because they have to try and figure out how to stop you. Yeah. So you can know, like, what if, I'm not saying this happened, but what if Raheem Morris was a big supporter of a Stribling pick, because he's sitting there going, his speed or his ability after the catch, that's going to be really difficult for us to try and figure out in practice and training camp, let alone an opposing team on Sundays.
Absolutely.
Like, that's valuable.
It's definitely part of the conversation, and to be able to be smart as a head coach, if you're a smart head coach, you're definitely incorporating your other side of the ball in terms of some of these picks. I also took from that too that they probably, with him coming in and his type of defense, they obviously took into account his thoughts and opinions too on some of the defensive personnel that they added. So
you've covered in person rookie mini camps before.
Oh, a ton of them. Yeah.
Correct. So I never have.
Yeah.
My assumption is, of course, these are a bunch of rookies that are there, and undrafted free agents and stuff, who are excited, of course, to learn and get to work, and they know, okay, it's real here. I got a lot to take in.
Yeah.
But I also imagine too, there's a excitement and energy unlike any other, because this is the first time these guys are putting on practice jerseys and helmets with a NFL logo on it, and they're getting to work for the first time, even though training camp is months away. Am I right about that energy at minicamp?
It's a huge energy, and the biggest thing is, like, they for the first couple of weeks when they're in these rookie mini camps, they are kind of there for the most part just themselves. Like, guys are coming in and out of the building in terms of veterans,
right?
But it's a really, really important bonding time for the rookie class. And there's always, usually, if you draft a quarterback, it's hands down the tone setter is usually the quarterback. Like Cam Ward was last year, completely set the tone. Like, got there at 5 a.m.
Yep.
All his receivers followed. But Fernando Mendoza, I could see him being that tone setter for this rookie group. I just think it's really important. I think it's fascinating to watch, because you get to cover those rookie those rookie groups for at least a couple years before some things happens, or they cut a player or whatever, or they don't re-sign them. But it is fun to watch those rookies support each other too. But all that energy tone is set in rookie minicamp.
I'm a sucker for seeing the videos too of the veterans that don't have to show up but do show up to just start to get to work. Like, I'm excited to get to work with these guys, or I just want to pour into these guys, or I have to get a workout in anyway, but let me take 5 minutes to get to know my.
I feel like I'd be that person if I were a veteran football player. I just love mentoring. Probably because I didn't have a mentor growing up, and so I love to mentor.
Yeah.
I would be that veteran who would be thrilled to come in and get to know the rookies, maybe hand them my helmet and pads,
It depends on how the season goes too. Like, some guys are chomping at the bit to get back at it because maybe the season ended the way they didn't like it, or they wanted to build off the momentum of last season. I can imagine,
as long as they're not taking my position.
Right. But still, you usher in the next, like, that's very George Kittle energy, right? Kittle, I imagine, is going to be out there, even though he's still not fully healthy and ready to go yet. All right. It's the final show before the NBA draft lottery on Sunday.
Sure is.
Jason Ross, the great Jason Ross from our morning show, has put together a couple of videos that are available on our YouTube channel right now that talk through what the odds are, talk through the history of Kings picks and picks at different positions and things of that nature. So you can go and check that out. But let's give you a quick refresher here over the final few minutes of this segment. In terms of draft lottery odds. Here is how it shakes up for the Sacramento Kings. They have in total a 45.1% chance of moving into the top 4. Out of the 4 spots, believe it or not, their highest odds are the number 1 overall pick. 11.5%. They have an 11.5% chance at number 1 overall. The dream is alive!
It's alive.
They have an 11.4% chance at the number 2 overall pick, an 11.2% chance at the number 3 overall pick, and a 11% chance flat at the 4th overall pick. Now, because they lost the coin flip with the Utah Jazz, and it's not really a coin flip, it's like a ping pong ball draw or whatever.
You like jazz?
No! Because they lost that, they technically are in the 5th spot. However, they and the Jazz have identical top 4 chances.
Okay.
Where that impacts is picks 6, 7, 8, 9, and also their odds at number 5. Even though they're in the 5th spot, the way the draft lottery works, which means teams outside of the top 4 can only jump into the top 4. It's not like the team in the 8th spot can move up to 6, right? They can either move down or jump into the top 4. That's the way the lottery works. So because of that, the Kings only have a 2% chance at ending up at number 5, even though they have the 5th best odds.
Yeah, that's the kind of weird thing about it.
So it's either they're jumping into the top 4 or they're dropping.
Because the literal only scenario they end up at 5 is the 4 teams ahead of them get pulled.
Stay put.
It would be Indiana, Brooklyn, Washington, and Utah in some combination.
Which has never happened, if I'm not mistaken.
Not in the new era.
Never happened in the new era. The Kings have a 18.2% chance of falling to 6. They have a 25.5% chance to fall to 7th. That is their highest individual odds. But that one spot is still less than making it into the top 4. They have an 8.5% chance to end up in the 8th spot. And the 9th spot is technically possible.
Yes.
But it's a 0.6% chance. The exact opposite of what Kyle was talking about earlier. That would require 4 teams behind you to jump up into the top 4 of the lottery. If that happens, I'm not showing up to work on the thing.
Could you imagine?
No, I'm not doing it.
A 0.6% chance, and if that happened, I actually might be like, all right.
And that would mean like the Bucks, Warriors,
Thunder.
Yeah, would all have a better
all
pick.
like jumped into the top 4.
No, thank
Bulls, like that. That's
we don't
what that would
need
be.
we don't even need to talk about that.
I don't even
All
speak
right?
into existence. Technically, it's a possibility, but we don't need to speak into existence.
You don't want to live in a world where the Kings get the 9th pick
No,
because Golden
I
State and
know.
OKC get the top 2 picks.
So let's look at, since the draft lottery reform, and this is the last year we believe that it'll be this way before the new draft lottery system. Let's look at previous winners and the spots that they won from. In 2019, the New Orleans Pelicans won the draft lottery. That was the Zion Williamson draft. They had the 7th worst odds, a 6% chance, and they hit it, and they won. The Minnesota Timberwolves won in 2020 and drafted Anthony Edwards. They were one of the bottom 3 teams. They had the 3rd worst odds, a 14% chance they hit. In 2021, the Detroit Pistons had the 2nd worst odds. They had the 2nd best odds. They were the 2nd worst team. Sorry,
2nd worst record, tied for the best odds.
Thank you. 14% chance they hit. They got the number 1 overall pick. They took Cade Cunningham. In 2022,
Some hits here.
the Orlando Magic also won the draft lottery with a 14% chance. We had 4 straight years where a team in the bottom 3 won the lottery.
But not only that, like the picks were good.
Yeah, Orlando took, of course, Paolo Banchero. In 2023, the San Antonio Spurs won with the 3rd worst odds, a 14% chance.
Jeez.
A 3rd worst spot, 3rd worst record. And they got a guy named Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah. There's a good pattern here.
But over the last 2 years,
Oh.
the Atlanta Hawks had the 10th worst record, a 3% chance to win the lottery, and they won it. And in 2025, last year, the Cooper Flag draft, after trading away Luka Doncic, the Dallas Mavericks, who had the 11th worst record, hit a 1.8% chance at the number 1 overall pick. I would like to believe that because we've had 2 years in a row of this nonsense, I don't think that's going to happen again. I'm putting it out into the universe. I think one of the top 6 teams, hopefully the Kings, are going to win this draft lottery. That's what I'm putting out there. I believe in patterns.
Yeah, or you can go by my drafts.
But I swear to God, if like the Warriors jump up and win, I'm going to lose my mind because they're technically in the same spot that the Dallas Mavericks won from last year.
I don't think that's happening.
Oh, but Steph Curry needs a new buddy.
If that's the case, though, to me, that is a way too obvious storyline.
But so was Dallas.
I know, but to do it again? Do it again? If the league wants to clean up their little image and not have drama. Can you imagine? We talked about the extra drama, the soap opera that is the NBA. Can you imagine something like that happening?
Would they prefer that, or would they prefer one of the teams that blatantly said F you, we're tanking to win?
Great question.
Like Utah or Indiana.
Well, here's the one thing, though. They are going to change that next year.
Yes.
So,
but this year, still, the Utah Jazz were like, fine us. We don't care. We still got AJ. F you.
I know. It's both. They both be bad.
I think the only scenario this works out for the league is if the Hawks get the number 1 pick. Then no one will complain about tanking, and no one will complain about a team too good got it. They'll be like, oh, good for the Hawks. They screwed the Pelicans.
Regardless, y'all, look, I'm going to be an emotional wreck on Sunday, no matter if it's highs or lows. But I'm ready for it to be done. That way we can just focus on the future, and we will begin with that on Monday. But for now, we got our MLB miniseries update. A champion's already been crowned, y'all. And
that's right.
They are going to be obnoxious about it, I can already tell. Plus, we have Kyle's curveball, and I think Kyle gave us a sneak preview earlier this week of what to expect for Kyle's curveball today. Then we have Crosstalk with Whitey Gleason and Alan Stiles. That wraps up the week for us. It's Matt and Kayla on Sacktown Sports.
Listen up, Niner gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. Anova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade Event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 17th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade Event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 17th. We'll see you there.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Travel Guys, new on KHTK 1140 every Saturday at 11 a.m.
We'll make you a smarter traveler. Tips you can use on the road and at the airport, plus reports from top consumer advocates.
The Travel Guys, 11 a.m. on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Sacramento Rivercats baseball all summer long. The Rivercats Summer Pass gets you into every game this summer with no blackout dates and includes access to the Sky River Casino Solon Club. Lock it in and don't miss a moment. Get your Rivercats Summer Pass at rivercats.com.
At Big O, we offer total auto care to make any car problem feel like no problem at all. We keep the scary lights off and help you get back on the road. From free inspections to oil changes and tire rotations. Now through May 24th, get $80 to $120 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nexen, Nitto, or Sumitomo tires with installation purchase. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra were permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
Hey, movie fans, you've played it. You've mastered it. Now experience Mortal Kombat 2 at the Esquire IMAX Theater in downtown Sacramento.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen for Mortal Kombat.
Feel every kick, every battle, every finish on the Esquire IMAX 6-story screen. Sacramento's biggest, loudest, and most insane way to experience the adrenaline.
Get over here!
Get your tickets for Mortal Kombat 2 at the Esquire IMAX Theater in downtown Sacramento.
Freeze him!
It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Half an hour left, at least for us, until we get to Mother's Day weekend that the NBA said, screw the moms! It's ping pong ball day.
How inconsiderate.
The NBA is going to get a lot of angry emails from husbands and uncles and fathers and sons who are in the doghouse because they had to escape their brunch early. And from moms everywhere going, y'all couldn't have done this literally any other day.
When does Adam Silver next speak? Because I'd love for a reporter to ask him kind of like begrudgingly, like, hey, did you consider that this was 12 o'clock
Hey, Adam,
on Mother's Day?
Do you have an apology for moms out there for
how funny
taking over their day? Adam Silver stumbling his way through. Well, moms can watch Mother's Day videos on YouTube.
It just would be funny to hear his
Adam.
response.
That was a great joke, Matt.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's dive in really quick to our mini-series before Kyle's curveball. Kyle tried to follow Kayla's strategy of take the Boston Red Sox because they have the interim coach boost.
Interim manager boost.
You led him astray.
I'm sorry. I saw the final.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
The Red Sox lost to the Rays 8-4. I needed a win, and I needed a big win to have a chance. Because run differential matters in case I tied Kayla Anderson. And I got that big win. The A's beat the Phillies 12-1 yesterday. A plus 11 differential. So I have a chance. All I need was for Kayla Anderson to lose out.
Sorry.
And then the Cleveland Guardians defeated the Royals 8-5. So Kayla Anderson is a perfect 4-0 this week. No matter what happens today, I have the Reds over the Astros. Kayla has the Phillies over the Rockies. And Kyle has the Blue Jays over the Angels. No matter what happens, there's nothing that we can do. Kayla Anderson next week will be a 2-time champion.
Kayla said she is done messing around, dude. She came into this week saying
because she finally drafted a good team, like a good group.
All right, easy over there.
You finally took the Dodgers and they won for you.
That's
Shocking.
because I finally was able to take them without you guys.
You took the Red Sox first last week.
Ah, whatever. That's because he baited me into it.
Oh, it's Kyle's fault. Well, now, Kayla, you're going for the ultimate bragging rights to be the second time ever and the first time really, truly to go 5-0 in a week. Because Kyle did it technically last week, but it was, 2 weeks ago.
It was Anthony and Ramsey did
exactly.
it.
Okay.
It wasn't actually Kyle, but it was Kyle's team.
And who do I have left again?
Well, you have the Phillies versus the Rockies today, so
That's
you have a really good chance.
Interim manager boost.
Yeah, right?
By the way, all three of us are an even 16-16 on the season.
Okay, that's wild.
A three-way tie.
So this game is just random chance.
But I'm
you
the
could
only
pick
three-time champ still, and that will remain no matter what happens next week. But now we got to deal with, I swear to God, the Kings better win the draft lottery because if I have to deal with them picking 7th and Kayla cradling and rocking this trophy all week, I'm going to lose my mind.
Instead, you're going to be in overalls, and Kayla will cradle the trophy.
You know what? It'll be worth it. It stays with me until Monday, damn it.
Matt will put it like in his pants pocket on the way home. Oops, sorry, I forgot.
I don't know what happened to it. It's gone.
Sorry about it.
Sorry. All right. Let's do a little Kyle's curveball on this Friday before we get to crosstalk with Whitey Gleason and Alan Stiles. Kyle, What we doing today?
OMG, yay. Yeah, I did say earlier this week we needed to bring back Sacramento Kings traders, but it'll have to wait another week because it's draft lottery weekend, and this is our last chance to manifest the number 1 pick in the NBA draft for the Sacramento Kings. So I've assembled trivia for us based around the number 1 pick in the NBA draft to get in the good spirits of the basketball lottery gods and get us the number 1 pick.
Oof. This might be a rough one.
So I have 10 questions here. We're just going to alternate back and forth between them. Matt's going to answer some, Kayla's going to answer some. You guys just do your best with our game of NBA lottery trivia.
Oi.
All right, the first question I have here is for Matt George.
Oh, no.
So after the Houston Rockets blatantly tanked to get Ralph Sampson and Akeem Olajuwon, the NBA instituted their first draft lottery in 1985, when this player was selected by this team through the quote-unquote frozen envelope controversy.
Oh, I don't remember this. I should know this, the famous frozen envelope, and I don't remember it.
This was the beginning of the conspiracies.
1985.
Need a player and a team.
I don't know this. I should know this, but I don't know this.
I don't have any clue.
The famous frozen envelope. Oh my God, I know this.
So, Kayla, for reference, there were 7 envelopes and a giant ping pong ball machine, and David Stern literally turned the machine to do the lottery, and people allege that the envelope he pulled was either microwaved or frozen, so he knew which one to pull out.
That's crazy.
I don't know the team.
5, 4, 3,
New York Knicks.
2,
Yes.
1.
Is it Patrick Ewing? I don't know. New York Knicks.
He got it at the buzzer. Patrick Ewing and the New York Knicks.
Thank you, Jesus. That was a total Hail Mary.
We'll give it to you.
I don't think I deserve it.
I don't think so either, but we'll give it to you. I had to explain the frozen envelope to get it, but it's still good.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
All right, next question for Kayla. In the most recent NBA draft lottery, this team that traded away star player Luka Doncic happened to make an incredible jump to the top pick in the draft to secure this player.
Cooper Flag.
The hell?
And the team?
Dallas Mavericks.
Correct. Well done, Kayla.
This is Whitey's game all over again. All right.
All right, next question is for Matt George. Everyone talks about how the San Antonio Spurs rigged the lottery by getting Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Victor Wembanyama. But here's the thing, in the 41 years of the NBA draft lottery, there is a franchise that has won it 5 times. Can you name that franchise?
Ooh.
In the 41 years of the lottery, they've had their name pulled 5 times at number 1.
Not a lot. Not a lot at all.
Didn't Dave do this?
He might have. Think in your think tank.
Was it the Kings?
You think the
No, I'm sorry.
You think the Kings have had the number 1 pick 5 times?
I'm so sorry. He said something about the Kings and then he referenced this. That's not what I meant. 5, 4, 3, Cavaliers.
2,
That's not right.
1. You are correct. The Cleveland Cavaliers have had the number 1 pick 5 times. Also, the Orlando Magic have had it 4 times. But the Cleveland Cavaliers have held the number 1 pick 5 times in the NBA draft lottery era.
Remember LeBron, Kyrie, Bennett, whatever his name is.
Yep. Brad Doherty was another one. 1986. Kayla, your question. One of those 5 for the Cleveland Cavaliers resulted in the Cavaliers drafting this hometown hero with the first pick in the 2003 NBA draft.
Who is LeBron James?
That is correct.
Yeah!
Oh, Kayla is killing it at this game right now. Well done. The questions were randomly assigned. All right, next up. So in the 41 years of the draft lottery era, 22...
But Matt, you're getting these right.
I don't know how. I'm pulling them out of my you-know-what.
You shouldn't be upset
I'm
about
not even...
this.
I know the chat... Don't accuse me of cheating. I genuinely am not looking at the chat.
Oh, is the chat saying
The chat's saying them. They're on delay, but they're saying them, so don't think I'm cheating.
Okay.
Promise you I'm not cheating. Here, I'll even do this.
All right.
And this.
There you go.
All right, so in the draft lottery era, which has been 41 years, 22 different franchises have held the number 1 pick at least one time.
Who are the 8 that haven't?
Yeah, who are the 8 that haven't? You have 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh. Let's go, Matt.
Never had the number 1 overall pick.
Just the lottery era. Since 1985.
Oh, God, I don't know this. Portland?
Incorrect.
No, I don't.
Greg Oden.
Yeah, Greg. Duh, idiot.
Oden. Might as well not have been.
Pacers?
Time's running out.
I don't know. I don't know any of these.
Oh, so close. You got 1 out of 8 correct. Well done,
You
Matt.
didn't even tell me that I got the 1 right.
The Pacers?
I said Pacers and you didn't say anything.
Yes, you were correct. The Indiana Pacers are indeed one of those teams, along with the Boston Celtics, Miami Heat, Los Angeles Lakers.
I am going to cheat.
Memphis Grizzlies.
What?
I don't even care.
Denver Nuggets. And, funny enough, the Utah Jazz.
Well, that'll
Do
continue.
we like jazz? No.
Do we like jazz?
No.
No.
You like jazz?
No.
All right, Kayla, your question. Despite never winning the number 1 pick in the draft, there are 2 franchises that will be in the lottery this Sunday, despite the fact that they were fined various amounts of money for tanking throughout the 2026 season.
Who are the Utah Jazz and the Indiana Pacers?
That is correct. Kayla is a perfect 3 for 3 in this game so far.
Cooking brisket on the...
All right, Matt, your next question.
Matt's doing something over here.
I'm fighting with Mustache Batter again.
Oh, okay. Well, Kayla's a perfect 3 for 3, but there's still time to catch up.
I don't want to.
In the NBA draft lottery era, 41 years, there have been 2 instances in which a player that was drafted number 1 overall never played a game for the team that selected them number 1. Can you name those 2 players?
In the draft lottery era.
In the draft lottery era since 1985.
Number 1 overall?
Yes, were selected number 1 overall, yet never played for the team that selected them.
Oh.
He wasn't number 1 overall. Because I know Charlotte picked Kobe, but he wasn't number 1 overall. Was he?
He was 13th.
Yeah. I don't know this. Don't know.
All right, well, it was a good effort, but the answers we were looking for is 2014, Andrew Wiggins.
See, my favorite thing about Kyle's curveball is this is just Kyle's episode of make people look like idiots. That's what Kyle does.
You're actually...
It's really fun.
You got...
It's really
the
enjoyable.
First 3 right? 2 right. Which is...
I'm not even acknowledging you. Get your ass out.
way more than I can say.
Uh-huh.
I would be floundering under the table.
Floundering into the table.
Oh, yeah.
The answers we were looking for here, we're short on time, but the answers we were looking for are Andrew Wiggins in 2014, drafted by Cleveland, traded to Minnesota, and Chris Webber, drafted by Orlando, traded to the Golden State Warriors in the 1993 draft.
I should have known that one. I definitely should have known that.
Sacramento King legend. All right, Kayla. This franchise held the number 1 pick in 2 different instances. It's the New Orleans Pelicans, both drafting Anthony Davis, then lost Anthony Davis, but immediately landed the number 1 pick in 2019 to land this generational franchise star.
Zion Williams.
That is correct. Yes, a well done job by Kayla.
Clean sweep.
I do have one last question if we'd like.
Okay.
Who do we think will land the number 1 pick in the NBA draft lottery on Sunday?
Sacramento Kings.
That is correct. A perfect 5 for 5 for Kayla Anderson.
Into existence, baby. Speaking into existence.
This has been Kyle's Curveball.
Hell yeah. All right, we'll take the break.
He's
We got Whitey Gleason. We got Alan Stiles.
people down.
It's Crosstalk coming up next here on Sacktown Sports.
Listen up, Niner Gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Country in the Park is back this weekend at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert, John Party, Chris Young, Turnpike Troubadours, Dylan Scott, and more. Line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park this weekend, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with Carl's Jr., RVs of Sacramento, and Atkins Family Vineyards. More info at CITVFest.com.
At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long, so you can reset, recover, and leave feeling stronger than when you came in. Join the club for just $1 down, $15 a month, and get free massage amenities for the month of May. No commitment. Deal ends May 15th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Sacramento! Now you've got a place for all things dance.
The all-new Energy 100.5 HD2.
Where dance music lives. Dance vibes anytime and any place when you get the free Now 100.5 app.
Or listen at 100.5 HD2.
I remember that every time my mom got dressed up, she put on the first piece of jewelry I ever gave her, a pair of quarter-carat diamond earrings. It was Mother's Day in 1978, and I'll never forget it. She said, "Oh, John, you shouldn't have." But her eyes and her smile said something completely different. That is a feeling we want you to have when she opens your gift from Prestigio Jewelers this Mother's Day. Even better, we guarantee you a credit account to make your own Mother's Day memory. I'm John Bubica, founder and president of Prestigio Jewelers, and I guarantee you a credit account today.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older and you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
The spring service event is on at Maida Subaru. Now is the time to let Maida Subaru get your Subaru road ready for spring with exceptional savings on tires, brakes, wiper blades, and more. See all the service specials at maidasubaru.com.
Matt Kayla on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Yeah, I'm just so ready for this draft lottery to be done. Just get it over with. By the way, Sacktown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're giving you a chance to win your way in on game day this season. All you have to do is download the Sacktown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener. Don't wait. Download the Sacktown Sports app today. The Drive Guys with us here for Crosstalk.
Yeah.
Gents, the final show before
go.
the draft lottery. Are we ready?
I thought I was.
Oh my gosh.
Now you're not?
I thought I was.
I guess as ready as I'll ever be. Because I said I'm not, because I'll be at River Cats. So I told Whitey, I said, hey, what if I don't look at it?
There's no way you'll be able to do that.
And just have somebody, somebody's going to come up to me
no way.
right after Bubble Battle.
Yep.
And they're going to say, Alan, we did it. We did it!
But then what if they're like, psych?
Yeah, and they're going to say, I'm a Grizzlies fan.
I could see someone doing that just to make you mad.
I'm not looking.
There's no way you have that self-control.
I'll make it until the 8th inning.
I don't know.
I'm not doing it.
8th inning.
I'm not doing it.
What time is first pitch?
1 o'clock.
So you're going to go to the game and start the game without there's no shot
No.
in
I
hell.
won't look.
No way.
But don't you have time before the game?
No way.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, because
I'm be locked
you
in.
think that's gonna like definitely set your mood.
We gotta get the play ball kid.
See, here's the thing. Even if you do this, and you authentically do it, I'm never gonna believe your ass. There's no
That I didn't look?
Yeah, there's no shot. I'm never gonna believe that you got it.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll believe it when
This
I
is
see
a
it.
willpower. This is a willpower exercise.
All right.
And if nobody comes up to me and tells
I'll
me,
give him the benefit of the
I won't
doubt.
know. I think somebody's going to tell me immediately.
You know, Alan,
that's what I think.
On your show, you used to do all of the lottery spins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And we kind of backed off of that.
Yeah,
And I
you
thought
wouldn't let me
today
do anything.
You should whatever you want on that.
Oh, wow.
Whatever, how many times.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is where you wait to tell me this.
Yeah,
One per
I know.
segment.
Wow.
Totally up to you.
Can we get the sounder back?
Yeah.
I don't know. There you go. Look at that.
Oh, I got goosebumps
Sorry,
right there.
it's now a Matt and Kayla exclusive.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, sorry. In the separation, I took the Tankathon sounder.
Come again?
We just borrowed it from the legend.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Jay's not here today. You know,
Jay's
I
not
could
here
always
today.
say, go ahead, and Jay would sit there and go, nope.
No,
See,
Jay
Alan,
would say,
you
that's
have-
going to be a no, sir.
You got Brett Siegel. I got the Tankathon sounder. It's only fair.
What a nice
Brett
divorce.
Siegel was always mine.
Yeah, but was it really?
Look at these two exes. They just can't come to agreement.
Well, the sounder, today's the last day for it, really. Right?
What do you mean? We were doing Tankathons in July last year.
Well, I'm saying we'll know.
Because next year.
Yeah.
It won't be the same. Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Dan, you found the new draft lottery simulator, though, right? That they've made with how the new system.
Oh, didn't you post that?
Yeah.
I
It's
haven't
kinda
messed
fun.
with it.
Don't worry. You'll
Can we
there.
get through Sunday?
Nope.
It is fun, though.
So what's the deal? You're making pancakes for Mother's Day,
I'm
and then
making tri-tip.
Yeah.
But we delayed. Lunch was supposed to be at noon. Now it's at 1, and it might even be like 2.
so you're doing it after.
Yes.
What are you guys
And then you're
doing?
recording.
Yep. Recording.
And then
working.
tri-tip.
I'll be in the Bay Area.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So he's working. You're going to the
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending upon the tri-tip, how well it will be cooked will depend upon.
Man, it might be the perfect
Might be raw.
medium. It might medium rare. It might be if the Kings are well done, the Kings match how the tri-tip will be cooked.
That's what I was saying.
Might
I was
be-
like, I feel bad for the women of that house.
If it's the 9 pick, that thing is going to be a hockey puck.
Might be salty from all the tears.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't know.
Just get some Kinder's Blend. You'll be okay. You know.
What do you guys think of Alan yesterday asking,
Oh, no.
hey, my wife's birthday's coming up. Do you think, can I double up on
No.
Mother's Day and her birthday?
First of all, it wasn't her birthday. It was our anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Oh, when's your anniversary?
At the end of May.
He's like, what do you think? I'll double up.
No. I didn't
Exactly.
say double up. I said combo. It's a little bit different. Okay. And I was joking. I was just
Better watch
taking the
yourself,
temperature.
Alan.
Somebody said, Alan, if you try to combo it, you won't have an anniversary to worry about next year.
Especially after how he celebrates his birthday.
Whoa.
You know?
Birthday month.
It's just a lot of
Birthday
talk. I'm
month.
actually doing it. Hey, by the way, I heard
Oh, boy.
Deuce Mason in the building.
Yeah.
He's going to be there.
I don't know. I mean, if you're in the building, you got to be a top Sacramento
media,
right? If you're not there, you can't be number one.
The representative.
That's right.
He's going to move up that mystery chart.
I mean, you got to move up. If you're not in that building, I don't know how you're not number one.
It's big time, baby.
I don't understand. I just,
Isn't there a list?
I think Dave burned the list.
Dave burned.
I don't know what happened to it.
Dave
It's not
burned the
there
list.
Oh,
So now we need a new list.
It's framed in his house for morning motivation.
Yes, that's
Who was number one?
He's
I
doing
forgot.
crunches.
It's taped to
It was
his
somebody who doesn't work here.
taped to his mirror.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
What it should be Deuce.
Yes, but Deuce was 2.
Well, now, power rankings.
Yeah. I think Deuce went up.
Depends
Moving
on
on
who tweets.
up.
Depends on who tweets.
That's right. You got to
Al
claim
Draper
it
was
first.
number 6. He's going up now because he's on Mike Bibby's podcast.
Straight Game Podcast. Hey, Drapes.
So he's got to move up.
Let's
Do it,
go.
Drapes. Hey,
Very
big fella.
nice.
I'm happy for you, big fella.
Very nice. Very nice.
Drapes is my guy.
No, Drapes was my guy.
Oh boy.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed that you haven't victory lapped Hunter Pence saying good question to you. More.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Whitey.
Game knows game, right?
Yeah, Whitey kind of victory lapped it for me.
What question was it? I missed it.
It was I think it was the Oracle Park question. Yeah. No, I can't remember, but he called.
No, it was talking about, there's a specific stat that you talked about.
Oh, was it the OPS stat?
OPS, yeah. It was OPS.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought Hunter Penn's talking about how much he liked the ABS system was really interesting.
Yes. It was a really fun interview.
He was a swinger.
He's great.
He didn't feel like he looked at a lot of pitches.
I didn't think former players would like it, but they're like, I love it.
You know what worked in our favor on that, Matt, is he was late, which was no big deal. But I think because he was late, and we didn't care, but I think he felt like, oh, man, I got to be nice. Yeah, and it was like, we were fine either way. But
he's really like that.
Probably
Alan
always
question
like it,
sucked.
What does he do full time now? Does he have his own?
He's on the broadcast.
Yeah, I thought he was on the broadcast. So he's.
They actually called him up for. Did he do Netflix?
He did.
Or he did something
It
national.
was one of those things that only landed.
Oh,
yeah,
Apple TV. Yeah,
that's
there you
what
go.
It was.
I thought
Katie Nolan was doing it.
I thought of you when we read that Netflix was going to be doing the first NFL game this year. I thought of Whitey.
How about
ready for Jameis?
Well, no, Jameis is doing World Cup too, baby.
FIFA World Cup, baby.
Hey, we're ready to eat a W on the pitch. W on the pitch. He's gonna have a goldfish. Just something random.
A lobster.
Something.
And they're not going to show the game, Matt. They're going to show a bunch of kangaroos and stuff, and I'll complain. And people go, if you're complaining that they showed kangaroos, you're too old.
That's right. You don't
you
get
don't
it.
understand football.
You don't get it.
Modern broadcasting.
It being football though and not baseball, since there's a little less tradition, is that any better, or it's going to be the same charade to you?
I think with football, there's less downtime, so they'll be forced to actually show what's going on.
Yeah, it's
I'm
baseball.
hoping.
There's so much downtime. That's what they kind of they saw that as
there's more time for their shenanigans.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys have on this eve of the draft lottery kind of show? The last
Jerry's
show.
going to join us today.
Jerry.
It's fully loaded. And 4 p.m., rent must be due for Kevin O'Connor and Tom Habistro. 4 p.m. I got to let them have it a little bit.
All right.
I mean, the corniness.
It was bad.
The corn nuts is just ridiculous.
I call them the nut show.
They work at Yahoo because they're a bunch of Yahoos. That's
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did you
Whoa.
see?
That's right.
Did you see Yahoo delete?
I
the
saw
tweet?
that. I saw that.
Something
They don't
tells
stand
me
on business.
They got in trouble.
That's right.
Yep.
They don't stand on business. That's because, and here's a little teaser for you.
Okay.
Whenever you get upset that another player podcast pops up, blame people like Tom Habistro and Kevin O'Connor. Because that's the reason. Ridiculousness like that. The rest is at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Whitey Gleason, Alan Stiles, the Drive Guys for the next 4 hours.
Ooh, that's longer than mine.
Kayla and I will be back on Monday at 10 a.m. to celebrate the Sacramento Kings getting the number 1 overall pick in the draft, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you then. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Drive, guys. Coming up next.
Mother's Day.